And that's how we find out about. Am I using this for the wrong thing? Of course I am.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're
Are
in.
we actually live?
Yeah, we're
All
live.
right, okay. All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We're Stronghold D&D. We're spanning from, where are we at? Bath, England, all the way to Hawaii when Nick's playing. Just want to welcome everybody in. Thanks to our sponsors, RFI Prints, who's been giving us a lot of really good kit to play with. Today's map will have a lot of organized DM today. If you get onto Etsy or Instagram, you can find them there. We plan on doing a sponsor/supporter one-shot the next couple months. So if you're in chat, you're hanging out with us, having a good time, Pete and I and Skylar will throw together a fun one-shot for you guys during some sort of holiday or charity event. Over to you, Skylar.
Yeah, big thanks to first off, I want to say happy birthday to Adventures on Tap here in Orlando. They're a great organization that they run D&D one shots a couple times a month at local breweries around here, and all of the money that they raise goes to a local charity. And they just hit their first anniversary for doing that. So big shout out to those guys. If you're in the Orlando area and you're looking for something to do, check them out at adventuresontap.com or Adventures on Tap in Orlando. Also big shout out to Sam with the Splinter Tree. She has a great Etsy page, does makes her own dice out of essentially rocks, and she has a great space. So check her out on Etsy, splintertree.com. She does a lot of great things for us and for Adventures on Tap as well. So that's all I've got, and I think that's it. Unless anybody else has anything else, pass it on over to Pete, I guess.
And now it's over to me, which will be the fun time for everybody. No, also, thank you very much. Obviously, this is our third session now, and
Episode
no one's
6.
died yet.
Episode 6 total.
Oh no,
3 for us.
Did die.
We passed out. You know,
you passed out. You didn't die.
Yeah. We got knocked out.
Yeah.
We would have died.
Also, we are missing Noinek for a couple of sessions, so just a heads up, the rogue will be around. He will do some things if required, but he'll just be ghosting, like hiding in the background, doing stuff as a rogue does, just to make sure that he's still with the party for when you guys come back. But if the shit does really hit the fan, he may come in and help you a little bit.
Oh, got it.
I think the way that Gary wants to play it, we wouldn't notice that he was missing anyways.
No, and you wouldn't notice that he's been backstabbing the odd creature.
I just want to caveat that.
He's not after the glory, he's after you guys doing it and just getting an easier ride. That's what he wants.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
let's go with the standard tradition is we're going to be looking at let's do a roll low on a d20, and whoever gets the lowest gets to recap, and Skylar is exempt because Skylar actually did it last time.
Last time, let's see what this
18.
You got an 18 as well?
Yep.
Thanks.
I would love it if you all.
That'd be good.
Is this initiative? Or is it 20?
17. The lowest is that has to brief the.
Recap from last week.
I'll let you cheat off my notes.
Okay, so I got 2 18s and 17, and what did you get? Moriana? It's your turn. So, give a quick synopsis of what happened last time, please.
All right. The orcs attacked a town. I don't remember the name. And they got entangled at the bridge by Moriana's grasping vine. Sir Timothy got inspiration for something. Moriana's shift for the first time, turning into somewhat of a wolf. The townspeople escaped the city on the horses. We killed some orcs. An orc became a thief?
orc became a sheep.
Is that right?
Your readback. It's now canon. We all remember this. We're all sitting around the campfire like, and it was busy.
Became a sheep.
A lot of things happened.
Laba. I don't know if that's right.
Laba. Okay. A French sheep.
Fleep and Noinek went unconscious. We ended up saving their lives. Epione turned into a wolf and attacked one of the orcs, killing it. And at the end, we found lots of gold pieces and silver pieces, 4 gemstones. You got your shield. Or Sir Timothy got his shield.
So Timothy got the first magic item of the campaign. The first magic item of the campaign.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. And then
It came with stipulations.
Yeah.
And now we're at a campfire, or there's 3 orcs sitting around a campfire that Moriana went in and spied on as a rat, or no, a field mouse.
Yep. Okay. So basically, just add a couple of little things to that one. Is obviously the guys that left were the guys that had come to rescue, or they had to rescue their friend called Kayla. They basically deserted you in Knightsbridge to get away because they thought that you guys weren't going to be able to handle the orcs, so they just basically abandoned ship. See what happens with them at some point. You've gone to the Dripping Caves. You have done the first recce of the caves. You know that there were some orcs in there around a campfire. You also knew that there was a larger creature that you recognized as an ogre that was in that area as well. You then came out of the cave, and I take it you guys are all sort of slightly away from the path, like a copse of trees.
Yes.
Moriana's just come back. Her little field mouse converts into her human form.
Mm-hmm.
And she lets you all know that there's quite a long entrance into the cave. However, once you get in the cave, there's a big main area with lots of different entrances and exits all around the place. Lots of stalagmites, stalactites. There's a small but rather persistent dripping sound in there that echoes all the way around the cave. So if anything that is based on hearing for your perception, there will maybe a slight issue with that, because it's a very, very persistent droning of pitter-patter of water hitting the thing, and it's really hard to figure out where it's coming from because it just echoes round. Obviously, Moriana's come back, let you guys know this, and it is your decision now what to do.
Well,
You said an ogre? Or a big creature that described as an ogre? I don't really want to fight an ogre.
I feel like the townsfolk are in here, though, being held against their will. Right? Is that what we're tracking? Didn't we?
That's what you're tracking, but you didn't see them. But because, to be honest, Moriana went in, looked around the main cave, and thought that she needed to report back to you guys. It was the end of the session, so
Maybe we don't have to fight them. Maybe we can just outsmart them. What if we did some kind of diversion outside the cave, just made a big noise and snuck in past them?
Zora, do you want to entertain them?
Prestidigitation?
Do you want to entertain them? Maybe put on a show while you sneak in as a rat.
I just happen to be able to produce some really loud music.
Produce a nice fireworks display, colors. It looks like colors.
Find me a heavy object. I shall hoist.
You and the ogre
Okay.
can have a competition on who's stronger.
Yes.
right. So let's have a little conversation then, just to see what's happening. So we've got 3 people that want to make lots of noise outside. Moriana's come up with the idea. What's Tim want to do?
I got a feeling that they went in there for a reason to recover or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't come out this tunnel. Like I would, you know what I mean? Like, can we look around it? Maybe. I see a cave entrance.
Yep.
I mean, I'm a let's go in guy. Yes, we can set the trap out here for him to come out, but they know we're here. You know, I don't know. I think they know we're coming. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they're
Okay.
A lot of maybes.
Yeah, I'm team draw them out. I don't know.
Yeah, like make some
Okay.
noise. Like they have one, check it out. Maybe you can put on a show and maybe they'll like it out. And if they don't, then well, I don't think we're going to be able to sneak past them anyway, unless you have some oil for the.
I'm gonna look to guidance from Tyr. I'm gonna go pray.
I'm gonna go get warmed up. Cool. Reps in first.
Yeah, pretty good prayer.
That's a pretty good prayer.
Stuff together, like
What'd you roll, Tim?
I mean, would that be religion?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 18. And I'm more
Okay.
focused on this shield, whether I should, if it's right for me to even use this thing in combat, and where I'm feeling, you know, the right path. You know, being like where I'm looking for a path.
Is it right to go in?
Yeah. Overarching one question: should I get rid of this shield? I'm not feeling good about it.
When you are sort of communing with Tyr, having a deep, meaningful think about yourself and about this shield, you know that items can be inherently evil. There are items out there that will be able to corrupt the soul, be able to corrupt your moral path and your standing. You do not detect evil on this shield. This shield is a standard shield. It's just in the form of an elf here. There's no
Actual
hidden
elf ears.
juju type thing in this that's going to sort of drag
I'm more
you
worried
down.
about what it represents with people around us and elves. If I ever ran into one, like I'm not about, you know what I mean? Like if I saw, you know, like a human ear, you know, being held by someone, I'd be like, "Whoa, what's that about? Do you listen well with that?" And I'd be like, "What? It is not me."
That is fair, but you obviously that's a decision. It's not a religious decision. It is more of a moral decision that Tim needs to make for that one. It's not,
Yeah.
as far as Tyr's concerned, it's a shield, and it's not going to force you down the evil path.
I'll talk to my mates, you know, guys. Like I got this thing. I don't feel very comfortable with it, to be honest with you. I think that this orc tribe that's been here has been wreaking a lot of havoc. Whether we draw them out with your plan or not, I personally feel that we need to get rid of them, and I need to give this shield as tribute back to the elves, nearby elves, somewhere in this tribe, somehow or some form. I don't have to go hunt them down. I can leave it back with Verdun and say, hey, when we got done with this stuff, here's this shield back to you, you know, and they can do whatever. But I will use this shield as a form of justice to end them, I think, and then let the elves decide whether or not I carry this thing. Highly doubt they're gonna let me use this.
If you on that note, if anyone actually, who have we got here? Have we got any elves in the party? Don't think we have we?
So we probably think they're all snobs, first of all. You know what I mean? You got a Faerun stereotype elves.
Yeah, no, but you also know that from where you are around Waterdeep, you're only a few miles southeast of Waterdeep. You know that there are some groups of elves around that are generally. So if you do wish to return this to people in some way as an offering, there are local tribes of elves around. The ones around this area are generally wood elves, so they're a bit more of the sort of the feral type elves rather than the highfalutin sort of ones that don't really want to say hello to you because you're human.
I'll ask Verdun if he knows the name of the tribe or whatever, and the distance and direction from where we're at, and if there's opportunity, I'll head that way or send a message.
Yep, that's something you can do. That is absolutely fine. So, and you also mentioned that you wanted to have a look around this cave as well.
Before we, right? So just
Are there any animals around?
Yes. There are smallish woodland creatures around. It's quite a nice sized wood you're in. There's a couple of squirrels that are playing in one of the trees.
you got them all.
Okay, I am gonna cast speak with animals, and I'm gonna go up to one of the little squirrel chipmunk type creatures and ask them if they know the in and outs of this.
Can it sound like squeaker?
Yeah, I was about to say, is this Kronk from Emperor's New Groove right now?
Squeaker.
Yes. Sweet.
So
Sweet.
so you
Hi,
start to.
Jimmy. Sorry.
Hi, who? What? So
Man.
you start to talk to the woodland creature. It comes up to you. It's talking in a really nice little high voice, which I can't do. So sorry. He sits there and goes, "Well, the cave's been here for years. Some nasty people overtook it, and I know they the bear that was living in there has been sort of got killed. It was a bear den."
Okay. Is there another entrance?
Oh no, there's I think there's you see him run back to his friend, have a little conversation, come all the way back, and he's like, yeah, there's definitely another one. It's round the, yeah, how do I describe this?
Would you be?
How about you follow me? Follow me. It's easier. Follow me. Follow me. And he then sort of just turns around and starts to run
Should be out of
to the left-hand side of the cave. If you follow him for about 5 minutes, he skirts around the side of the cave. He keeps going, and you find, as you get around there, that there is a small waterfall that is trickling down. It's not by any great sort of see. It's more of you could stand under it and get a bit of a shower. But as you're looking at it, underneath, the squirrel says to you, "If you go down underneath there, there's just a little. You can swim under. It's only about 10 feet or so, and you can come out, and it comes out in one of the pools in the cave."
Okay. Thank you, my friend. I'm gonna go back and tell the others now. Appreciate your.
But if you do sort this place out, please let us know. We have other creatures that could use that as their home.
We'll try our best.
Get his name.
Oh,
Make him name the squirrel.
Yeah. What's your name, little guy?
Got him. DM.
Squeakers.
I go,
Two.
Alvin. He's Alvin in the Chipmunks. There you go. He's Alvin. There's 4 of them in different colours, and they're about to sing to you in a minute. Okay, if you don't do this well.
I'd really like to help you and your friends out. Let me see what we can do.
Be really good if you could, but yeah, they've been polluting. They've been putting horrible stuff in the water, and the screams you hear coming out of there sometimes at night. It's really, really strange.
Screams? Does it sound like human screams?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, humanoid. They've been in there for a day or so, and every now and then you'll just hear, "Oh, it's horrible," but they stop eventually.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Oh,
Okay.
tight. Cool.
Okay, let's go back. So I go back, and I'm gonna tell everybody that that there's a secret entrance through a waterfall where we would have to swim 10 feet to get in.
Sad chainmail noises.
Sad, I'm made of metal noises.
Little buff.
Have any extra oil on you?
Yeah, we're about to get some. Oil of our enemies. Well, Pleep, what do you think, buddy?
I think,
Is Pleep slow?
they set a trap for them then. The ones that we see, maybe we can take some of them out, or at least distract them.
That's true.
So initially,
Like you
but
could keep an eye on the other end of the cave. Did it look like people were coming out of that cave a lot, or that entrance? Did it look like they knew?
No, I
Yes,
don't think
no, they only, as far as you could see, because it was a lot of water around, it didn't look like there's lots of animal prints around rather than any humanoid prints. But if you can give me a survival roll, I can give you a more exact information.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. That was a good squirrel, Pete.
so. It's a good
Wow, we're
one.
rolling all the 17s and 18s. We're gonna suck in combat.
It's 20. It's a 22 survival check.
Nice. With your expertise in wildlife and various things, you look around, and this pool, any footprints you see are of the animal variety. There's no humanoid footprints around here going to or from this pool. So you take the fact is that unless they haven't been here for over sort of 10 days or so, they've not been around this entrance.
Okay. And they're all fairly little. I would suggest.
Our dogs.
Yeah.
It was Kai or Chippy.
Okay.
Or they're all were creatures in there and you just can't tell. No.
She was pretty.
Is there a
Maybe
warehouse?
I would. Maybe... Should I ship shipping?
Oh, well done. I get it. I got you.
But that's why the warehouse was put together using silver nails.
Whoa.
we're going down the nerd hole right now.
Well,
Okay.
So,
I would like to give credence to the draw them out plan. We're still in Cog's ladder, and
You're
the
drawing
friend
out?
pays. As all my things are saying, like, let's form the L shape out here.
maybe Bort can entertain him.
Well, that's true. We got a lot of spells. Can I ask one thing though, guys? If she's tracking an ogre, we need to buff up before we do this. I've got a couple spells I can cast a +2 AC. Like I can increase. I put a shimmering armor upon you, like this magical bluish chainmail shows up on your body from Tyr, and it'll make it harder to hit. Or I can do bless again, which makes you a little bit more lucky on your shots. Gives you that's a D4 on ability checks and to hit and stuff. Does anybody else have anything that we can offer? Because Noidek looks a little bit down in the dumps, and I don't think we're gonna have his skills.
I mean, I still have my inspiration that I can give people.
That would be fantastic. Do you know what? If you could is it something I would rather cast it beforehand on someone, and then so that you can get to blasting. Right?
It lasts for 10 minutes. So.
Oh. Down the hallway could last. When we feel like we're one round out from combat.
And I can give it out as a bonus action, so it's not
like roughly 6 seconds before feel like we're about to hit somebody.
What did I choose?
Why did you choose what?
Purify food and drink.
You can manage it. Let's go and manage.
Do we have a tent that we can set up, make this look like a circus?
Probably a little one. Hold on.
I can entangle some vines around some sticks and make some.
Let's try to make this actually look like a circus out here, and that they're coming out to a show.
Yeah, like a stage.
Okay.
So just let me run past this a minute. I want to find out. So you're looking at creating some type of mini circus out the front. What do you expect them to do when they see a mini circus outside their cave? What's your view? What do you think is going to happen?
Who can speak Orcish?
I can.
we can translate what we're here to do to entertain.
Like welcome to the what do we want to call ourselves? The
What if
traveling
they start pulling off hostages when we start doing this?
the traveling
I
Wilburys.
think. So I gotta tell you, if I sense people in danger, I'm in there, guys. Love you, but I got a feeling they got the high ground on this situation, and they're assholes, buttholes. Twitch. They're ass butts.
Well, let's
Yeah.
do this.
We're
Let's
trying to
do
drop
this.
out.
I'll start playing the music. Zora, you can start just lifting heavy things off to the side. Pleep, you can start doing like fireworks and just like pew pew pew. And Moriona, you can you just have some animals. Can you have some animals out and you're like talking to animals? And Sir Timothy, you can stand off to the side and just look important.
Be very stoic. Okay. Cola 1. Got that. 2. What if we got to go in and we go in the back way?
Then we start blasting.
We just go head in and start blasting?
Great. I think this maybe be just Zora and I, or actually maybe even just Orc and I out here making a show of music and a spectacle, and then if we need to, I can maybe if things get hairy, I could maybe hopefully put them to sleep so we can escape. That way, and while we're doing that, kind of distracting them, the rest of you go around to the back and see if you can get any of them out. But before you do that, maybe Moriana can go in and do her wild shape again and see if they're where the humans are at, so we're not going in there blind.
Okay. Let's do more. Let's gather. Let's collect more. Let's do more collection. Yeah. Do you have another?
So,
I have one more. Yes.
how long your wild shape? Does that come back on a short or a long rest?
Sure.
So you can quite easily now.
Yeah.
You could also go in, do another recon, come back out, have a half an hour rest somewhere, and you get all your abilities back. So it's something that you are able to do. So you don't feel at this moment in time there's a massive time crunch on this. You know that there are, from what the squirrel quite morbidly said to you, that they're screaming every now and then it just stops. You can put 2 and 2 together and make 7 if you want, but you know what that's going to be meaning. But at the moment, there is no screaming.
Make sure we're actually going in there and doing it for a reason, not just culling them out and then possibly fighting them needlessly. If they're all dead, then what are we doing? But also, I figure if it's Bork and I out here, if things get kind of hairy, we can kind of put you on my back and we can fly away. Meet you around the other side. So.
Okay, so we gonna do our show first, or are you guys gonna let me sneak in past them and see else to see?
Scout first.
Okay. All right.
So, question for you: how are you going to sneak in? Are you going to go in through the current entrance that you're aware of, or are you going to sneak in through the newer entrance you've just found?
What's something that's what's something that swims well and also.
To be honest, rats can swim really well.
Maybe.
I feel like he's leading
10
you.
feet?
Yes, they go up sewers, they go up pipes, they go up things. They can hold. They're, yeah.
Over there, man.
Okay. Okay.
So, but unless you want to pick a different animal, but they're.
So I would not in real life, anyways. Okay. Okay. I could do bass. I was thinking about maybe an alligator.
Hey, good luck. Tier. I'm going to. 10 minutes? Can't buff you. Dang it. I don't want to waste it just yet. I'm sorry. Good luck, though.
All right.
I'm going to stand closer to the waterfall, though. And I can't hear shit. I'm going to stand closer to the cave entrance. If something goes bad, can you turn into like something loud and like howl like a wolf or something? We come in?
I always have my howl, but
Yeah, do that, and we're get ready. You know what I mean? Like, get ready for I'm coming in.
Okay, Tim, on this one, if you're coming in that entrance, on your left-hand side of the side nearest you, there's three corridors off. The middle one, if you could remove the piece of card from the top,
Yes, sir.
and then move the camera a little bit so we can see it.
This one, correct?
No, the one nearest you.
This one.
Nearest you, that one there. The middle one.
Okay.
Next one up. No, that's not that one. Next one over. Next one over. Middle one. That one.
This one. Okay.
Yep. And then move the camera.
You get through here?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Basically,
I couldn't have told you every bit of the map because then you'd have known things, Tim.
No, I don't care. Yeah. Trust me, I've got a three-way intersection for that. Don't you worry. I'll be right back. Thank you, organized DM.
Do you know how hard it is explaining things to Tim? I got him to do all this stuff, but not give everything away.
Does the intersection lead to the main cave?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a four-way. Four-way or three?
3.
Raj.
pulling up.
But I need to see the map a little bit as well because I'm actually currently seeing the pool, so it needs to go.
One sec. I'll move the camera. No. I can adjust it. One sec. Beep bop boo da bop bop ba da dee dee beep beep beep.
So, whilst Moriana is doing that, if you guys want to have a little think about, especially Bork and Pleep, how you're going to put on what type of show and what sort of props, if any, you're going to need, and where you can get hold of them, what have you got on you, type things. So we can then, because my understanding of this is now that Moriana's going to go in the back door, see if there's anything there, see if she can get a bit more information about the area, and then you're going to look at potentially causing a distraction to get as many of them, the guys out the front, so the rest of the team can go in through this entrance and free the prisoners.
So I'm just going to play a bunch of music. I am a circus calliope, if you will, so I will play some really loud calliope music, and then they will come out, and Pleep will hopefully be, juggling some fireballs, or, prestidigitation all over the place.
All over the place. I'm gonna put some marks on the tree, like some of the similar like ear marks that they had, like from like the shield, whatnot, like elven ears. It kind of look like kind of gross, like red and like brown ones on the like trying to find a good like spot where we can kind of display this stuff and put those marks on there. If you could tell me some orc like lettering that says like circus show or entertainment show for devourers of elves, I can put that on there. Like write that on the trees.
I could, yes. I can tell you that.
Yep. Devourer of children only, like for devourers of children only, like stuff like that, so they can.
What about devourers? What about devourers of elven children?
Better. That's even better. Devourer of elven children.
I'm here. How does that map look?
And then I want to say free snacks after the show.
That map's brilliant, thank you. So basically what we're going to have is that entranceway now that's going off the map is a small pool of water that you swim through, Moriana, and you sort of come up and your head's above it, and you are there currently as a rat. What do you want to do?
Well, I will start by going forward to it looks like the main, it's like it opens up to a room, so I'm gonna go peek out there.
Okay, so as you look out into the room, you see the same room as that you came in initially, with the orcs around the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
They are still there. They're still sharpening their weapons and stuff. But as I said before, the orcs look pretty demoralized, pretty like they've lost their zeal. They've obviously just been humiliated on the battlefield. Majority of their friends have died, and they are sat around. You do notice though that all four of them are they've got a few sort of like wounds, but they've all closed mostly up. So they've spent the evening sort of looking after their wounds and healing themselves and keeping stuff. But they are. You're probably not. You're definitely not used to being around orcs, but normally they're a little bit more sort of lively and full of life. These are pretty much despondent and pretty upset.
Okay.
Whilst you are paying attention to the orcs, you do see across the pool from you an ogre walk in, sort of got some clothes in like a bag, and basically pushes it into the big pool of water. As you do that, you see like brown ichor and stuff like it's come off the clothes. And you see it hold it up, and she shakes it. As you start to see it, you see it's a female orc, and she basically a female ogre. She picks up a big top and so basically puts it back on, and she's like, and then she walks back into one of the other corridors to the opposite side of the pool from you. So it looks like it's a standard. This is life is happening in this cave. It's not just things standing around. You notice that the orcs are currently eating breakfast. They've got some meats. They've got a small rabbit that they've actually been cooking over the campfire. Where do you want to go?
I will come back in and I'm gonna look to see where the other entrance goes.
Yep, cool.
Yes.
Okay. As you start to go up the other tunnel, you start to, if you open that up, please, Tim. As you start to go up there, you start to hear familiar noises. Very, very faintly, but they seem to be quite off at a distance, and you recognize it as goblin chattering.
Goblin.
It's a very high.
Oh, I don't speak goblin.
So you just hear. You definitely go up and look a bit more if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go a little bit further.
Okay.
I'll go like
So as you start
to the walls, so try not to get seen.
Yeah, perfect. So as you start to go around, in the left-hand side there, to the left of you, the little alcove, you see 3 or 4 goblins round a campfire, and you see them sharpening knives, and one of them has got like a deer skin that it's stretched on a hide, and it's currently working through, trying to sort of turn it into some leather for its for various things. They don't seem to be paying any attention to you. They're quite happily just working away. You are hearing more skittering from the other entrance, and you recognize it as... Actually, could I have a nature check from you, please?
Is this closed right here, Pete?
No, it's open.
Okay.
That would be a 21.
Nice. You hear what seems to be multiple 4-legged creatures scurrying around to the other entrance. You've not been down yet.
Ooh.
This one?
Yep.
Ooh. What do they?
Do you want to go in?
What do they smell like?
They smell quite dirty. They smell quite dirty and horrible, and they smell very rat-like.
Okay, I am going to approach very...
Okay, could I have a stealth check from you then, please? As a rat, please.
Rat stealth.
Rat stealth. 16. with a 17 of stealth.
Okay, that's fine. Yep. You go into ninja mode on the rat. A little black outfit appears. Everything. You go into full-on mode. You start to sneak into that room. As you go into that room, at the far end there is the biggest goblin you have ever seen. If it wasn't the fact that it had the same features as a goblin, you would think that it was a human type size. Real, quite big. He sat in the corner on a makeshift wooden. It's not really a throne. The throne's pulling. It will be pushing it. Just basically a big chair. Around him, though, there are. Looking around, you see 5 or 6. You can make out. You're only looking quite gingerly. Giant rats that are just lounging around him as if they would be like dogs if you went into a home that they had like hunting dogs and all that sort of stuff. And they're all leaning and looking around all over each other. And he's got his hand on one and he's sort of giving it a bit of a tickle.
Okay. I'm going to stealthily walk away from that situation.
Back away.
This isn't the room I was looking for. Do you remember that tower?
There's cheese back here. There's no cheese.
How did I get him on this chair last time?
I'm going to, let's see.
Ratigan! It's Ratigan!
Okay. So you're currently back into the room. You obviously this is near where the goblins currently are. So where do you want to go?
Anything by myself. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Let's see.
Well, this is going pretty well.
Can I?
How many do you want?
I'm gonna come back to the room that I was originally in, where I
Yep.
came in, and I'm gonna peek out this doorway. Is there anywhere else that I can go without being noticed?
Yep, there's. What I got to remember here is obviously it's quite hard to envisage it in this, but it's quite a dark and dingy cave. A lot of the light that's coming on here is from the campfires of the various creatures. So being a rat, you've got dark vision, which is also quite useful. But the actual goblins had a campfire. The Goblin King had a couple of sconces with fire on, and in this room, the only source of light is the light from the fire. So all the way around the edges of this is actually really dark and dingy and quite easy to slip round. They're not expecting a wild-shaped druid to suddenly go through their business and find out things. So it's, looking at this in the area that you're in, there are one more area on your side of the cave, and on the other side there are 2 entrances. One that the ogres have gone down.
Okay. Let's check out the other one on my side first.
Okay, cool.
Might have to use your camera.
Okay. As you start to go down that way and you're hearing, could I have a perception roll from you, please? Actually, with disadvantage because you're using hearing for this. So.
Oh man. Well, that is a 7.
Okay, you are getting quite disoriented here from the dripping sounds of the water and echoing around. You don't really hear a huge amount from down here. So as you start to go around this area, if you like to open up those areas, or at least one of them. As you start to go in there and you start to walk around in here, you notice that there seems to be bedding areas, there seems to be small cots, and the smell starts. So as you get into this area, you start to smell it. This is definitely goblins. Oh god, this is horrible. This is just acrid. It's horrible. It's just like, do they ever clean? Oh, it's horrible. Like, just, especially as your heightened senses as a rat at the moment, you're not best impressed with this. But there's lots of cots around, lots of different areas, and as you start to look around down the south side, or sorry, down the next room, this is taken more and more on at this point. There seems to be more and more cots, more sleeping carriers, and in this, right in the front of this area that you're in, there seems to be a pile of bones of... Can I have a survival check from you, please?
Actually,
18.
Nice. You recognize at least 5 different types of animals, and then you do notice that there are quite a few longer femurs, and you're not sure if it's from orcs, humans, or small humanoids, but they are humanoid shapes, but you haven't got much else in there to go by, just a few femurs.
Real quick, everybody from Dissel's Place, a quick drink for a Cthulhu's Revenge. Thank you, sir, and welcome to the show.
All right. Salute. Okay. Rubbing my nose against the dirt, I'm going to move forward.
keep going.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
As you get to the last area here, which opens up. Okay, at the end of this area, there is a few bone cages, and in them you do recognize, well, you see that there are 2 humans that are unconscious currently, but they are breathing and they are alive.
Ooh. Okay. Do they look like townspeoples, or are they wearing any kind of symbols or anything?
No, but they do look like looking at the state of their clothes, they've not been in here for weeks. They've been in here for a few days. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk around on them and see if they move.
As you start to walk over them, they do sort of but they don't seem to be waking up. They're quite delirious.
Okay.
You recognize, actually, from yours, can I have actually a survival check again, please?
Okay. Was that a 18?
Yep. You recognize, looking at their lips, looking at stuff, that they're really cracked and they seem to be massively dehydrated. So they don't seem to be a lot with it at the moment. And looking at that, you reckon they may have been here for, say, two or so days, but it doesn't look like they've had any water in that time.
Okay.
Nice cages there, by the way. I like your cages. You can see Tim running around like a maniac in the background. I've got that. I've got this.
Yeah. It's got to be perfect.
He said a cage. I have cages.
Did I change out a female ogre? Yes, I did. There's a fogre right over there.
I'm clipping that.
Okay, so what's Mariana doing? What's Mariana doing?
Let me save that. Moriana.
You know when you were talking to the guard that there should be at least sort of 15, 20 humans that went towards these caves. So you've currently found 2.
Okay.
On your quest meter, there is a 2/20 in the right-hand corner, top right-hand corner of your screen there.
Yeah. Huh?
What? One more time. She's here,
Yep.
and you saw what in the top right?
There's 2 here.
No,
There's 2.
there's two humans. She's found
Yep.
2. So I was just saying, when you were talking to the guard and you were talking about the number of villagers that went missing, you know there was 15 to 20, and I was just making a computer joke on a test on like a sub-quests, there's 2/20 that you found.
Got it.
Out of 20 found. That means the other 20 must be on the other, or the other 18 should be on the other
I
side.
get it.
I tried.
You're doing brilliant. My brain is like stacking up props in the back of my head right now. I'm trying to stay ahead of you. I've got numbers.
There's not that. You don't need that many. I'll be honest with you. You do not need that many cages. Okay, you needed 2. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna head.
Okay, so if you're going to go back to the main
restroom
entrance,
real
the main.
She wants to keep
Okay.
going. She said she
So
wants
whilst
to-
that's happening, let's go back to you guys. So currently, you've got come up with some plans for what you're going to be doing in terms of entertaining the masses. What's Tim's and Zora's? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be?
I mean, we're pretty useless right now. You know, I'm just like, yeah. Well, not you. You're not useless, Zora. I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Useless as I'm just kind of chilling there as the music's playing. I presume.
Not yet.
Zora,
No, there's
Not
no
yet.
music in the.
No,
You guys are muted on your end.
Zora, can I use your can I have your pot, or can I kind of have to give it to
Cook
me? Yeah, your cook pot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. I'm taking.
Wait, am I gonna get it back?
No, you probably don't want it. So you know how I said in the sign, free snacks. So I have an idea, but you're gonna have to give up your pot.
Okay.
So they're not really good. We put on a good show and then offer a treat at the end. But this treat isn't going to be a really good treat. Bork, can you, do you excrete anything? Like myself, I go to the bathroom, just defecate or anything like that.
No. I mean, I leak oil. That's why I have to re-oil my joints.
Okay. Put some of that oil in this pot.
Reach out my
If
arm,
anyone
go.
else wants to contribute, we can go behind the tree and can contribute.
I can spit in it if you'd like.
Yeah, spit in it. You have to go if you have to pee or anything like that. I'm gonna go and
I
do that.
don't know where this is going. This is kind of weird.
I
Could you
really
tell
am not
us
getting
where
this pot
going?
back.
You know, I feel like I feel like there's something awesome at the end of this that's worth it. But right now, my aversion is not.
I want to gather everyone's stuff, including mine, and I'm gonna warm it up and make it smell like rabbit stew and taste like rabbit stew.
Look.
It can look a little mixed up. I put some dirt in it. Look a little bit.
I grab it. And I'm like, yeah, I can be in that.
Yeah, and then we're gonna feed it these stupid orcs.
Yeah.
I love it. Love
Okay.
it.
Nice. So you guys doing that? Moriana, back to you. You're just going back to the main cave.
I hope they get it.
Could I have one thing you'll need to do though, to get across to the other side, you will need to give me a stealth check, please.
Please be a good one. All right. That's a 16. Unless
Nice, nice.
different stealth than what I should be rolling. I'm going off.
No, that's perfect. That's fine. So you start to sort of sneak around the crevices and behind some of the stalagmites and stalactites. The orcs are still talking. They're sort of quite against a downtrodden and sort of, but they are talking about a few things. It'd be nice to know what they were, but unfortunately don't know Orcish.
I feel like we're missing something. The cave's really loud. They can't fucking hear us out here. They can't
Okay.
hear us.
They're not. You're not making any noise yet. You're not making any noise yet.
Oh, okay. I bet you they're not gonna. Okay, all right. Oh, we haven't started the plan yet. Okay.
No,
was
you're
like,
doing reconnaissance first. Then Moriana's going to come back and tell you what she's found.
We're just prepping for the circus. We're setting up the circus as a circus does. Ta-da!
Okay, if you can move the map down a little bit now, please. Move the camera so I can. No, move the map down so I can see the other side.
Anna's gonna move on to the other side of the cave.
Yes, sir.
Prepping our dinner and a show.
It is dinner and a show. I'm up there. I'm like, you see me just sort of stretching a little bit, and I'm warming up the muscles. So it's either going to be, Zora's strong woman show or getting ready to fight. Either way, I'm getting ready.
I give you some strong words of encouragement. You're looking great, Zora.
I'm not feeling this elf shield, but I'll use it. Yeah, exactly.
Moral dilemmas, even at episode 2. That's just shocking.
All right.
That Tim hasn't offered up a moral dilemma of this like literal poop stew here.
Yeah, he doesn't mind pissing in a pot, does he? But elf ear, that's pushing it out a bit too far.
Hey, we don't have to
The
consume
orcs
it.
are murdering people.
So you're going in the one that the ogre went in first, are you?
Yes.
Cool, okay. Do you want to move that one and the one to the right? Other side, that's it, that one. Yep. It's just easier to move them both at the same time.
Yep.
Okay. As you start to go into this room, you are feeling like a gush of wind of various. Feels a bit like there's some type of other entrance or other exit this way. As you start to look around, you see that there are, in this room you're in now, there are 2 ogres sat around and sort of ripping sort of bits of fabric and stuff and trying to make some type of loincloth for each other. Seems and every now and then you'll see them and it'll be they rip it and it'll one will punch the other one on the side and it'll be oh. And it just
exits. He said.
So it's a male and a female orc. A male and a female ogre, basically doing ogre.
Exits?
Was that Tim?
Where are the exits as she comes in?
The exits are, as it says there on the map. That's fine on your picture. That's absolutely fine.
There's even one back here.
Yeah, I'll go to a slightly. It's just a smallest room. You don't need another one. You don't need another map. It's just that's where, looking past there, you see that's where the ogres sleep, and that's their bedded area.
Okay.
As you start to go following the pathway round, you follow it round to here. As you get to this room, the wind intensifies a little bit, and what you see is a big hole in the ground, and looking up, it seems to go out at the top, and wind is rushing around and sort of swirling around and going up the mountain. As you look around, there is a small ledge that spirals down into the hole. Looking down it, you start to see at least 10 humanoid creatures holding on to this ledge for dear life, absolutely petrified, and trying to sort of stay awake, stay alive, stay conscious. So the ledge is probably about a foot and a half wide, hardly anywhere for them to hold, and they're just basically spiraled down. You don't need to put them on the map, Tim, because you'll never get that in the map.
Okay.
We'll just say that.
What is it? Okay.
That big stalactite you've got there is basically that's a hole that goes down in the ground. There's a small pathway all the way around.
There's a hole. There's a hole there.
Yeah, and you are seeing, at least from this little vantage you got here, looking down, there's 10 or so humans holding on for dear life, just holding on. There's bits of roots, there's bit of things sticking out on, and they're holding on, grasping on for life.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to. I haven't cast a spell while I was.
You can't cast spells. You can't cast spells whilst you're in an animal form.
I can't.
No.
Okay. At this point, because I don't know how much longer they can hold on, I'm gonna scurry out and go back to my friends because I think I have a pretty good idea.
Okay, cool. Could I have one final stealth check from you, please?
Yeah. Stop going on. What is that? +5, right? No, +1. Oh, it's an 8.
Okay, you start going out. You start to do stuff, and as you're crossing the main area, keeping that, you seem to.
I want to go out this way.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. So as you go across the area to that entrance, you skitter a little bit too much, and a few rocks sort of move, and you notice 3 of the orcs sort of look in your direction, trying to see what's happening, but in the dim light, they don't seem to be making much, but they definitely heard something.
Hey, thanks, veterans who play, for the follow.
Nice.
That brings us to 440.
Okay, I'm scurrying out then.
Yep, you manage to scurry out. You do hear some movement behind you, but they don't seem to be following you. But it looks like they may be looking to see what the noise was.
Okay. All right. I'm out, and I see this. I feel like we could. I come out and I like turn back into my humanoid self, and I'm like, there's a lot of orcs in there, right? Orcs, they're called.
Sure.
Orcs and goblins in there, but this area right inside the main entrance to this cave seems like a really good place to trap them. If you wanted to trap them someplace. So if I would suggest, if you wanted to do your entertainment, you do it inside of there and we set some kind of trap. And then there's like, probably, well, I saw only 12, but I think there's more townspeople in here that I think that we can rescue, but we need to act quick. What I would suggest was to trap them in here, and then I can use my what is it called?
Entangle
to kind of keep them inside of this little, what would you call that? Cavern?
There's a spot
The
where you
entrance.
want Tim and I to sort of block off and sort of set up, hey, funnel them out one way or another. Is there something like that we could do?
Yeah, and then I can take them out through the water while you guys are fighting.
I kind of like nod at Zora, like we get to do meathead stuff. Tight. Cool. Yes.
So do we want to lead the circus in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like plausible deniability, right? We could be talking about how we're trying to, stay dry, find a place to kind of stay. Oh, our bad, we didn't know that there were people and orcs in here. Mea culpa, and then just sort of go from there and offer him the show.
Yeah, so maybe Bork and Pleat can draw the distraction, and then us 3 can go along in through the waterfall and help trap and keep them in this area while we get the humanoids out, or get the townspeople out.
Tim, can you swim and all that stuff? Clonk, clonk, clonk.
10 feet? I think, 10 feet's fine.
Yeah.
How deep was it?
Yeah, you got it's plenty enough. It's a good sort of 5-10 foot deep, but it's nothing for what you'd need to be able to pull through. It's only a small swim.
Zora, I mean, I don't mean to, but I will hold on to your shoulder. If you could just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it gets real clunky, and I'll lose a little perception, but I'm gonna hang on to you. That's fine.
Good.
Bleep. Hang on.
So,
you could hold on to me.
Just so I get this right in my head, just because it changes a few times every time we go through this. So, and I'm special. Is Bork and Pleep going to be walking into the main entrance and making a lot of noise and try to bluff their way to say that they were coming into this area? And whilst that's happening, the other 3 of you are coming in the side entrance and going to round up the relevant people that you can and get them to come out of here the same way you came in.
Thinking of instead of doing that, I was going to cast minor illusion at the mouth of the cave and blare some horns to get their attention.
They're gonna start
go through the cave.
while we
So
come
when they come out, and then we're doing the show.
in here, and then I'll entangle
Without talking to them.
Then we bring everybody up.
and we try to bring the humans up.
Okay, now what if? And I read this
And I'm
in
like drawing like a map in the dirt right now.
Night Staff College and Night War College. What if they don't do what we want them to do? What
And we
if they
chase them down with sticks and hit them.
Then we
Paladin
go in
Timothy, are you
blast.
saying that the enemy
Then we
gets
start
low?
blasting.
Then we start blasting, but we're separated from our
Not
you guys.
really. So they're gonna pause. They're not gonna wait, or we're gonna give them like a time cue. Like we're gonna go around. It's gonna take us probably about 20-30 minutes probably to get to this waterfall. It's a pretty safe-ish room to pop up in, and we'll sit and hold and wait until we start hearing them play. And hopefully that'll draw attention into the room.
Yeah, Pleep, if you make a minor illusion and have like a fanfare, like burr, 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 and then I'll start the calliope music and just make it as ridiculous as possible. And
How long did it take to get to the waterfall?
Now you reckon you reckon it from where you are, if you give it say 10 minutes, you'll get to the waterfall, you'll get through.
Could we admin? Could we time it right? Could we sit there and play?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's easy enough. You'll
Right.
basically what I expect you guys to be doing is go the vanguard, going through the back, swimming, and basically staying in the pool with their heads up until they hear some music coming along, and then they know it's happening. Because it's not like you've got synchronized watches and you've got magical abilities to talk to each other. It doesn't happen yet.
And they're going to be alone on the other side together.
but we'll be outside, so if we need to get away, we can get away.
You just draw them up. Yeah, draw them up forever.
Yeah.
So can you pick up Bork and fly?
Yeah, that's why I just want Mork. I don't want Zora around. Just too heavy.
Should I cast Shields of Faith?
Oh,
We'll take you, Zora.
Should I cast Shields of Faith on Pleep then before we start this?
Yes.
All right, Pleep, this is a brave thing that you're doing, and I bless you, Tyr's armor, as like I cast this, and a bluish chainmail rests like a chainmail T-shirt. It's tight and it's got a symbol of a bird. You know what I mean? It says AFA on it. You know? There we go. That's for the zoomies out there.
Special whistle
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there too. Call them up.
okay.
And I do a blessing too, but I cast precipitation and do like a little have a little tickle like on your neck. It's like
A what on my neck? A tickle?
yeah, I can do like a sensory effect. A little tickle on your a harmless sensory effect on the back of your neck. Like
I kind of look at him. And
it doesn't do anything, but
yeah. I'm like, okay, is that in bird? That's a thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's right. Cultural difference. Yeah, I'm tracking. Okay, neck tickle to you, good sir. You know.
I want my feathers to get up a little bit.
His feathers fluff out.
A little bit, go back down.
Okay.
Okay.
It's around here. Okay.
And we have officially split the party into two sections. So the first two,
I hear you.
which is Bork and Pleep, are you wait your the 10 minutes that you've been told to wait, and you're doing this. Bork, for some reason, is don't worry about the timings. We'll make it work. Bork, internal clock tells him everything that he's doing. He's pretty good at keeping time.
Thanks for the follow, Red Samurai.
Sprint over to the spot so that I can save as much time.
Yeah, you'll do that. We'll give it 5 minutes, so it'll be fine.
Okay,
You
good.
think we could maybe do a short rest before this?
Now we're good. We good.
you got left?
Well,
Oh, you're out of.
I'm all out of wild shape.
I'm only at one spell left too. Let's go.
Okay, so Pleep and Bork, you've waited your required time. Could I have the other three of you? You basically get through. You find the waterfall. Moriana going through it as a human now. It's a lot small. It's a lot smaller than you remember it. It was a lot bigger when you were going through as a rat. It definitely was bigger. But no, it's still a lot fair enough room. You get through. You swim through the required 10 feet. Tim has no issues with his chainmail. So you get through, and you sort of your head sort of comes out looking around.
Can I bring Verdun with me as well? I
Who?
feel like we forgot about Verdun.
Yeah, he's not in any fit place to do anything.
Okay, so he's not coming with us.
No, he's back at the camp.
Okay.
He's not. He's had a pretty rough time the past few days, and he's having a bit of a mental breakdown.
Having a bad go of it. Okay.
He needs sort of a mental sort of awareness day, and make sure things are a little bit calmer for him. Guards are people too, okay, guys? Guards are people too. Okay, so you've put your head up. You're looking around.
Mm-hmm.
On the prerequisite time, Bork and Pleep, it's now ready for you to go. Describe what you're doing, please.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and do like the trumpets playing. Kind of wait.
And as soon as the fanfare ends, I will just start playing music. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a steam calliope, and how loud they are. That's exactly what I'm sounding like as I'm just pumping circus music into the cave entrance.
And like above him, I want to start doing like fireworks above him, like little like spark showers, like just not big ones.
And the question I have from this: are you doing this right in the cave entrance as you're walking in, or are you trying to lure them completely out?
We're gonna try to lure them completely out, so we'll stand in the entrance to get the music to go in, and then we'll step back and continue the music.
Go back.
Okay. Could I?
Put the sign.
Obviously, you got the noise, you got some stuff. I'll get them to hear that in a second. But can I also have a performance check from the Calliope Bard, please?
That is a 15.
Nice. And just for some panache,
Actually,
could I have a performance roll from you as well?
Real quick, I can at one of my abilities as a I forget if it's
19.
Was that Pleep?
19.
Nice. Okay.
So I can add a D4 to an attack or an ability check twice per long rest, built for success. So it's one of my auto bard or auto gnome things. So I'm going to use one of those and
okay, cool.
Add a D4 to that. So that was a 17.
Okay, cool. So you got a 17. You get so the music starts playing after your fanfare. You are walking back, Pleep, in classic wings out. Everything's bellowing, looking the part. You're definitely the center of attention. If there was anybody there, they're not quite there yet, but you're ready to go. You've geared yourself up. The music starts playing. The Calliope goes full Bork down the corridor.
Full Bork. I like
Full
it.
Bork.
Okay, so the three of you that are currently with your head slightly above the water, can I have some perception checks at disadvantage, please?
Failed that. 9
There's no... So what is your perception?
It's actually not too shabby. Let's see here.
A -1, so then we go what, -2 for
6. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm at a 14.
Okay, cool.
Is perception?
Yep. Disadvantage.
Mine's a 14.
Okay, cool. So, two of you hear music intermixed with the dripping of the sounds that seem to be coming around, and you recognize this is Bork's sort of music, and you do hear a bit of a fanfare at the start, but it's weird, it seems to echo round, so you start hearing the fanfare a little bit after some of the music's being played as well, so it's a little bit disorienting. Tim, you don't really hear much. I think the waters might have got caught in your ears a little bit as you came up, and your helmet's not the most. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
However, looking where you are, you start to see movement from the left-hand side. You see some shadows sort of coming across. Moriana explained to you that there was a fire in that room, so if there's creatures running out of there, there'll be shadows going across the area that you're in. You look and you see 3 or 4 goblins running out from your left-hand side and running across the pool that you're in, completely ignoring where your pool was.
I'm just
And
going
they're
to say
running.
EC, when you say 3 or 4, I'm going with 3.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
It's just the more that go out the front, there's less for you to kill. So it's fine. If you want only 3 to go out, that's fine.
Oh, well, touche.
Okay, so they're running towards the main corridor, and and then once they disappear out of there, they go out of sight. So you don't know what they're doing. From where you are, Pleep and Bork, could I have some perception checks from you, please? And you're not at disadvantage because you're outside.
Ooh. Nat 1.
You're too busy concentrating on
my
your
music is so loud it's even distracting me.
Yeah, I'm not doing better. 6.
Yeah, you two are really in the mindset of putting the best performance on you can possibly go. You're like the classic, yeah, this is great. You're kind of forgetting a little bit about what you were there for, but you're enjoying yourself. You are in the groove. As you start stepping back a little bit, as you were saying, after a couple of about half a minute or so, you see 3 orcs walking towards you with a very quizzical, like, what the f is happening type expression. And they're at the other end of the corridor, and they're at the other end. They've come out of the cave. Tim?
They're coming right here.
Yeah, they're right at the other end of it, though. They've come through that far. Because Pleep and Bork are outside the front.
Got it. They're outside.
Yeah, we are outside.
Copy.
Can I point to, like, as I see them, point to what I've written on the trees?
Free stew and snacks.
Well, it's a show for devour of elf children, and
they look quite quizzical. They are looking at. Okay. 2 of them are just like, the hell's happening here? They start looking like they're walking towards you with weapons down. The other one is looking around and starts pushing one of them. And Bork understands Orc, so Bork, you hear them going, "Oh, this ain't normal. No one comes here for us like that. Well, look.
When I hear that,
There's some food.
When I hear that, I cast command on him and tell him to dance.
Okay, so what's that? As a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Well, let me see. Hang on. Wisdom. They're really, really wise orcs, as you all know. They're the wisest creatures. And they rolled a 7.
Nice. So he's going to start dancing.
So you start sitting there, and how do you want him to dance? You can describe the orc dancing, because it'll be fun for you.
He looks like MC Hammer, of course.
Too legit.
Two legends, two orcs.
That's not MC Hammer, but he's doing the you can't touch this. So he's dancing.
Okay. Okay. As he does that, and it's like the other two are looking at him like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like, one of them pushes him. He gets down. As he's going down, he sort of does a little breakdance move, gets back up on his feet, and he's carry on driving. Okay, people in the tunnel. See, lots of splitting parties is always fun.
I'm here.
We're here.
We're here.
Okay. You seen the goblins go past you. You've not really heard much from the main chamber, but that's nearer where the dripping sounds are, so it's a bit disorienting. So you guys help yourself out. You get back up on the water. What are you guys doing? You're still hearing, and now all three of you are out and you're listening for it. You are still hearing some of the music drifting in with the sort of the dripping sounds of the cave.
Well, let's make sure that they're.
Moriana's gonna move forward, and I say, "Follow me, careful." I'm gonna point down the hallway where all those big rats and the Goblin King was sitting, and I'm gonna say,
"Yep.
Don't go that way. There's the king. There's a Goblin King and 4 rats, giant rats that way. We want to go this way." And I start moving towards the main room.
Can we just
waiting for the goblins?
We're gonna get completely surrounded here.
Maybe.
This is. I respect your choice. I'm just gonna go through this. You know, we gotta learn from our mistakes. I'm just gonna be like, oh, all right. So 2 of our guys are down the hall playing music, and only 3 orcs and the goblins. Okay, crossed, and we kind of saw that. Okay.
Yep.
Let's keep our.
Are you doing this stealthy or non-stealthy?
Hopefully.
I have disadvantage on that.
Okay, that's fine. Could I have stealth checks from everybody? Remember that everyone in this area has disadvantage on perception checks to hear things.
Okay.
12.
I believe mine's a 12 as well.
Okay, and Moriana?
12. Actually, not bad. And yours was a 10?
Yeah, mine's 10.
Okay, so fine.
I distracted her by my panicking, so she would have been more stealthy if I wasn't paranoid.
Okay, that's fine. Nice. As you start, you make your way through to the main corridor, the main area. As you start to get through there, you're looking around. Who's got dark vision and who hasn't got dark vision?
No.
I do not.
I know 2 of you haven't. I'm not sure about the shifter.
I'm not sure if I do either.
Go, keep going. It's in there. I don't know. You have to know more about. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm opening it up on D&D Beyond myself. I can't remember, to be honest.
It's humanoid. I'm a humanoid, so probably.
Dark vision. She's got dark vision.
She's got dark vision. Okay, cool. That's right. So, as you are looking around, 2 of you, the only source of light in this area is the campfire. So, just bear that in mind. As you start to look around this area, there is no movement that you can see in the main chamber. So you don't know where the goblins have gone. You don't know where, and actually you don't even know where the orcs have gone. You are presuming that they've gone down the main corridor, but they're not there at the moment.
This guy's gone, the Groomch.
Yep.
Great. Okay. Well, we want to run across there to get to the people?
Yeah,
No, there's 2 orcs that we need to drop out.
Right.
You mean 2 ogres?
Or 2 ogres. So I'm gonna howl. I'm gonna howl and we're gonna hide. Because we just want them to get to the room so they hear this.
Go somewhere else and howl so they go to there. Don't howl in our position.
You guys are gonna stay hidden here, right?
Okay.
I am going to howl here and then tuck back behind. Okay?
That's back behind our spot. Like in here.
I'll tuck behind the wall. So
Okay.
they get to this room, they're like, what was that? And then they're gonna hear the music.
Tight. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Is the howling gonna bring the Goblin King that you speak of?
I'm sure he's too busy for that.
Have you ever? Yes. Well, sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a great plan. Sounds like a fantastic plan. Sounds like a great.
Pretty sure kings hide.
Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan. Let's do this. Zora, we're gonna do what we
I don't
do
remember the last
real soon, Zora.
brave who came out to battle. You guys just look down this way, and maybe some rats and a goblin king will come out.
This is a great plan, Lieutenant.
But if so, that's the only people we should have to battle, because everyone else should be drawn out.
I'm in. Let's
Okay.
do this. We're getting our silver stars today, baby.
Okay, so we'll leave that. What? Give me 2 seconds. We'll just go back to the other party a second, just so. So at the front of the party, Bork and Pleep have got three orcs. One's dancing MC Hammer. As you're watching these, another larger orc is coming behind them, all dressed in the furs and all the various things and the staff. As you see him sort of walk up to the staff, see the person dancing MC Hammer, and you basically see him sort of pick up his cudgel and knock him on the back of the head. And starts to talk and go, "Free food, why? Why are you here?"
We heard there was people who needed food, who might need a show. We are the traveling show for orcs. Can't you see our sign?
He looks up, bit quizzical. No, doesn't sound right. But to do so, could I have a deception roll from you, please? Because you're being obviously very untrue.
Not one.
Okay.
Throwing that die away.
Yeah, you start
Holy
talking.
Shit.
So you start orating and going through and saying, "Oh, there, we're here for the orcs. We're here. Look at what we're doing here." However, when you're describing this, you let slip slightly that, well, after your absolute thrashing earlier, we thought that you might need some food. Oh no! Oh, and you see the orc's face.
I want to try and save him and be like, that's what we heard from the one of the orcs that we saw that lay dying.
You can try to go in. If you can do a deception roll as well.
No, see. Try and
You can double down on this. You can always double down on failure.
Please roll in that
Try it
one.
too.
Please roll in that one. Please roll in that one.
14.
Okay. When in his current state, he doesn't look like he's easily led, but he's just going to check on it. Yeah, with his sort of spidey senses are tingling. These are a bit weird, and he starts to go over, and he starts to walk towards you with some type of He's definitely out to sort of get as close as he can to you. With purpose, he starts walking towards you. What are you two doing?
Ooh, it's a wizard fight.
Keep walking away.
Do wizard shit.
I'm gonna point at the food. Be like, food?
You eat first.
Okay. So I grab it, and then I'm gonna grab the pot, and I put my hand in there. I'm gonna cast minor illusion with the whole thing in my hand. And this go.
Well done. That's an MVP move there, Jamie Tart.
Jamie Tart. Sorry.
As you pick up the pot, you do that. He goes. He looks you up and down, and with his staff, hits the pot out of your hands. Could I have a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting rabbit stew on you?
Stew. All right.
Poop stew. Yay.
14 again.
14. Yeah, you. Maybe a sixth sense of something was not quite awry. You managed to sort of pirouette out as the contents of the pot spew all over a tree next to you. You two can have some initiative off you in a second, and I'll go back to the previous team.
Oh.
So, you three.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay, so you were going to do some howling, weren't you?
Yep.
Okay, could I have a performance check on your howl, please?
Not good. No, I'm not a very good performer. That's a 3.
Okay. So, you were planning on making a lot of noise, sounds like a wolf, and the creatures.
Then I'm hiding.
You're expecting the ogres to come out, and then hear the music. So you start. Unfortunately, you start to sort of. It sounds more puppy playing rather than a wolf at this moment. So it's very much more playful, more. Yeah, definitely more wild dog rather than wolf. From that, you do hear you do see, actually, from where you are, you see some shadowy movement from the ogres side, but you also hear the chittering and scurrying of rats from your side, from the other side of this room that you're in.
Water.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna have to hide somewhere.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna attempt
so-
to hide in the walls. In the darkness of the walls.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Nope, just outside here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
to get right-
Can I have a hide roll, can I have a stealth roll from you, please?
13. Oh no, that's a 15.
Nice, okay, nice one. And at this point, can all three of you also roll initiative? And we'll go back to the... Let me know what that is in a second, but I'm going back to the first team, because how to make this complicated for the DM. Cool. Okay, Bork, what did you get for your initiative?
15.
This is the worst. Wow.
Okay, Pleep,
Good job. You have the highest.
6. Okay, cool.
Hey, if you guys can go back out the water,
And you die?
make our way there. We have a way out.
Okay, so Bork, you actually go first.
Whoa.
So currently, just to let me explain what's happening out here, you currently have one of the orcs which is dancing. And how long's your command last?
Oh, it's just one round.
Yeah, so he danced for that one round, and he's no longer dancing there. You've got 3 orcs and the guy in the robes, and currently they're about. They've obviously hit the cooking pot over the floor, but Pleep and you are about sort of you're about 10 feet away from you. You're not in melee combat at this moment in time. So you have these 3 orcs that are slightly back and the eyes in front of you. What do you want to do?
I am going to.
Is he's first or is my own first?
Yeah, Bork's first, because you got 6, didn't you, Pleep?
Yeah.
You have to bring it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to
If
cast.
you went first with 6, that would be quite worrying.
That would be very
that's
worrying.
right.
I'm going to cast
Nice.
Vicious Mockery against the dude in the robes, and I'm going to tell him, I'm gonna say, how dare you question our hospitality?
Okay.
Wisdom
So
4
that's a
or
wisdom
wisdom
saving
12.
throw.
Wisdom 12.
Okay. 11.
So
He fails.
he takes 4 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. Yes.
Nice.
4 psychic damage. Yay! And I'm going to start. I'm going to move 30 feet away from him. Like, fine, you don't want my hospitality? We'll just leave. And I start walking away.
Prisoners are. You can give one of them your shield.
Pleep, let's go.
Okay, cool. You see him sort of his eyes scowl up as he looks at you, and and you've stepped 30 feet backwards. There's 3 orcs' turns now. 2 of them basically manage to get their weapons out. They're a bit confused. They look like they were the 2 that came out that were just very bemused in what was happening. They look like they're a little bit shell-shocked and not really quite with it at this moment in time. But the 3rd one picks up his great axe and rushes towards you, Bork. And you see them move with like where you were fighting the orcs before, obviously they were in like a tunnel and they were very much restrained. But he seems to have moved like 45 feet in one movement speed, running straight towards you, and tries to attack you with a great axe. Does a 15 hit you, Bork?
Can I do anything as a reaction? No. No, yeah, it does hit.
6 points of damage. As the battle axe comes, so the great axe comes straight across your chest and dings a part of your armor.
I just look up and I go, ow! That wasn't very nice.
Okay, Cleep, your turn.
Anybody near me?
No, you are. They're 10 feet away from you. Bork is 20 feet away from you, and Bork is currently engaged with with one of the orcs.
Is Zora with us still? Just asking for a friend.
She's here.
Please come get me.
I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, I'm swooping and gonna try and grab Bork, keep him up with my talons.
You know that I just say you know from this happening that there will be an attack of opportunity against one of you.
Yep.
Just letting you know, and I'm going to do this as a dice roll because I'm nice. So, Bork, you're on evens, and Pleep, you're on odds. And it's an even. Sorry, Bork. And he tries to attack you. And does a 13 hit?
No.
Don't forget about. Woo. Come on, Bork. Come on.
So as you rush in, you swoop in, you grab Bork, you start to go up, you see the orc flail with his great axe and narrowly miss Bork as you swoop up out of the air.
The Chenault tanks are holding by dear life. We're coming.
Okay, so you're going, what, 50 feet up in the air?
No, not quite. Just above the tree line.
Okay, cool.
Forest, and
So
then get in and try and like get out of the line of sight. I want them to know where I'm going.
Okay, cool.
And then what do you call it? Try to kind of head in the direction like super. I know not yet, but the direction I want to go with them is swoop around and go to the rear entrance of the cave to meet up with their.
So you're just let me go. So you're going up tree line, going down below the tree line for them to not know where you're going.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of sight.
Okay, cool. Okay, you hear actually Bork. You hear the orc in charge shout, "Javelin's ready!"
Oh boy.
Javelins.
Oh boy.
Have javelins all of a sudden?
Oh boy.
They've always had javelins. They had last time they threw stuff at you. It's just that you were high enough that they couldn't hit you. Remember?
That's right.
Okay, we're going back inside. So we have some initiatives from Zora.
Mine was 6.
Nice. Tim,
21.
Good job, Fleet.
5. And
Moriana.
Moriana.
Moriana's 21.
Nice. See, showing them how to do it, Moriana. Showing them how to do it.
Lie.
I've shown them where to go.
Go.
Okay. Out of the cave entrance to where the rats were, you see 5 giant rats start prancing into the area that you're in.
Okay.
And you hear squealing, and not that one. They're going into the other entrance, Tim. That's it. They're going into that room there because they're coming down from that right-hand side or left-hand side from you. And you're hearing behind them sort of screeching type sounds as from a goblin.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. My instincts are automatically going to shift. So I shift into my bestial form.
Okay.
And
Is that an action, a bonus action?
it's a bonus action.
Cool. Okay.
What are you shifting into?
I just get.
Oh, you're shifting into your
So I shift. I am going to. Are they still continuously moving?
Yeah, they're all scurrying around at the moment, and you see them like sort of sniffing the air to find you. And you see the 5 at the sort of. How many did I say went in there? Sorry.
5.
5. Yeah, you see 3 of them go towards Tim and Zora, and 2 of them going your way, as if they're not affected by the noise. They're more tasting and smelling the air.
Okay. Ooh, there's goblins right there, so we can't. Okay. All right, I'll act.
So it's your turn. Your turn. You've done your bonus action. What else are you going to be doing?
I am going to hit him with my what I have. Javelin, mace. Go ahead.
You have
My staff.
Yeah, you have a staff, right? Because for
My quarterstaff. I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
Okay, cool.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
right. Yes.
Oh boy.
One dice. Okay. So I hit him with my staff.
What do you roll to hit? Let's see.
That's a 9 plus what? Strength?
You'll say on your weapon. Go back to actions. There you go. Here it is. 9 plus.
1. So 10 to hit.
Yep, you try to hit the rat and it scurries a bit out of the way and you hit the ground next to it.
Okay. Then I'm going to, kind of okay there. Yeah, because I don't want to draw the ogres out yet. I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay, cool. Okay, the next rat, one of the rats near you walks up to you and tries to bite you. and rolls a 7.
That is not it.
So 7 does not hit you. That's fine. The next rat to go goes over to Tim, where Tim's hiding, and the rat just sort of basically just jumps onto Tim and tries to bite him. And rolls a 19, which misses because you've got that annoying shield.
I'm still able to deflect it. Like,
It bites the ear shield and goes, ah, and falls off.
oof. And away we go.
Okay.
I don't know
Next
how
rat.
but
Next rat tries to attack Zora, and does a 16 hit you, Zora?
Sure does.
And does a whopping 2 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, what will I do?
Hey, that
Yeah, but you'll take full damage because you're not raging.
I haven't had a chance yet. I know.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get real
Next-
angry in a second here.
Zora, your
Next
camera's
rat.
off.
Next rat attacks Zora again. AC 17.
And that hit.
And this one does 3 whole points of damage.
Oh, boy.
And now it's Zora's turn.
Okay. Well, at this point in time, I am gonna enrage.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan.
It's like a really good
And there's
plan.
currently 2 rats attacking you and 1 attacking Tim, and the other 2 have got.
I can't believe I am involved in this as a person and a player. I can't believe I am involved in this plan. But this is the
All right.
absolute dumbest.
I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna take a swing at the
That was
rat
the
that's closest
three
to me.
parties. Just... oh my goodness.
hey, leader. You
Good.
need to-
Okay, so you're attacking the rat. Fine.
Yep. 16.
16 hits.
Okay, it's a D12. Let's see. Okay, 8 plus 3 plus 2 is 13 damage.
Nice. Okay, so you hit the rat with such force that you go through, and your axe cleaves one of the rats in half, and then buries its head into the next rat, and that rat's looking particularly. He's on his last legs as well.
All right, Richmond won.
Okay, so Tim, in front of you, there's a rat that's biting you, and there's a rat that's on its last legs.
Wait, oh, she cleaved through? Were you?
Yeah.
We're doing cleave? Fantastic.
Yeah.
All righty. I shall swing. Does I believe that's a 13. Oh, it's in my pocket.
13 hits.
I want to make sure, yeah. 13. Okay. And it's
So are you attacking the healthy rat or the injured rat?
healthy rat. 5 points of damage.
Okay, that rat is still alive.
Oof.
These are giant rats, remember? They're not like little
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
rats. These
Big rat. Got it.
yeah, these are big rats.
Woo, level 1. All right, let's go.
Okay. So you've done that. It's now the final rat's turn, which is on Mariana. And does a 15 hit you, Mariana?
Yes.
And take 3 points of bite damage.
Oh, come at me, rat.
So now we've done the first turn on both sides. I'm just going to go back to the previous party members. Currently, Pleep, you're in the sky. You're flying over. You've just swooped up and down below the trees. Bork, you are held with by Pleep. What are you doing? It's still in initiative order. So Pleep, sorry, Bork, you are first.
What? Yes.
I took some damage. I'm gonna pull out my 2 lodestones and cast Mending on myself and heal
Okay.
for 1d6. So I gain 4 back.
Nice.
And
That basically uses one of your hit dice for rest, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
I was today years old when I learned it.
Is that how that?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Because you've only got a limited number of ones you can use.
Yep. So that works.
Not that I looked it up at all. Not that I
No,
looked it up
no,
in any
no.
shape or form.
That's first time I've used it, so it's a good thing for me to know for the future, anyways. And then
Because when I first read it, when I first read it, I thought that's a bit broken, and then I looked at it a bit more, and it's actually not as broken as you think because it's your hit dice.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to give Pleeps a little bit of encouragement and inspiration, and give him a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
So, Pleep, you have a 1d6 to add to an ability check, attack roll, or a saving roll. Or, if you deal damage to a creature, you can add that d6 as extra damage to that creature.
Okay, so now it's the orc's turn. You heard the previous one when the guy was saying, "Get your javelins ready." You start to see javelins hurtling through the woods in random locations near you guys. So 3 javelins go past you, one under you, one over you, and one to the right-hand side. So they don't quite know where you are because the trees are giving you some level of degree of cover, but they are throwing sort of javelins in your rough directions. You sense that they are trying to get hold of you. It's now your turn.
I'm at the orc. I want to say, everyone's a critic.
I know. It happens.
So currently you're about 30 feet in the air on the other side of the thing. It's your go, Pleep. What do you plan on doing?
And just keep going away the opposite, away from their flying, trying to fly out of range as best I can from their javelins. Just keep flying, and then kind of start.
Are you doing that? Are you trying to do that in a sort of stealthy flying type thing, or are you just trying to get out as fast as you can?
In between trees.
Yeah, but also what you want to try and do is, if you were doing it stealthily, they could potentially have trouble tracking you. With the trees, they're still going to have a bit of trouble, but they can do perception rolls to find out roughly where you're going. So it's your choice. Just needs to know what you're doing.
Yeah, stealthily. I'll do a stealth check.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Ooh, 7.
Okay, yeah. As you are sort of going through this, you're trying to do the what in your mind you expected to do, like the hawks and that, and there's a various sort of birds of prey that they sort of go down between the trees. They keep low. You're a little bit bigger, and also you've got this metal lump with you that you're not usually having on when you're doing this sort of thing. So you try to sort of avoid some of the branches, but you do sort of, your wings sort of clip some of the branches, and some of the sort of the branches snap, and you see them falling down. So you think you may, if pans how bad they or how well they see, but you may have given your slight position away, trying to avoid them that way.
I go up and like, you could have used that bardic inspiration there, buddy.
Saving it.
That's fair. Just letting you know. It's for stuff like that.
Yeah, again, Orc, you hear from the guy in charge. They've gone that way. Run! You don't know where they're pointing or anything like that, but you just know that that's what the guy in the furs have said.
I'm sorry.
So, Pleep, you just hear guttural sounding words.
Would
Mariana, back to your start of your.
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
I
can I do an insight check on it just to
Yeah,
see
you-
if I can tell if he's
Yeah, sure.
saying it with a certain amount of confidence, like he actually knows? 13.
Yeah, he seems to. He thinks he knows.
Sure.
And he thinks he goes that way.
Okay,
So he won't. Yeah.
not deceptive.
So Mariana. No, definitely not deceptive.
Gotcha.
So, Mariana, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You got two little rats in front of you at the moment.
Yes, Moriana, in the heat of fighting, sends out another wolf wail and goes, "Hoo!" Still trying to draw out the orcs from the other side. And I am going to take a swing at one of the rats with my quarterstaff. That's a lot better. That is at 19 to hit,
That definitely hits.
and that is. Oh. Oh no, I'm shifted, so it's a die 8. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Your quarterstaff goes up. Oh wow.
Oh no, let's see. That's another
52.
spell. No, it's a one hit point.
Why?
Yep.
One hit point.
It's different. It's a spell.
You hit with your quarterstaff?
Yes, but the die 8 is a spell that I haven't done.
Yeah, that's Shillelagh.
Yeah.
She casts Shillelagh. She can actually hit with the wisdom mod to attack.
We hear.
Hold on. Oh yeah, you know what? I will do that because it is a cantrip.
Yeah. So for next time you can cast it for the next attack. You are right.
Okay.
Nice.
1 hit point. And
Okay. So.
yeah.
Okay. Rat 1 that is against you, Moriana, that you've just done 1 whole point of damage to him. He starts to gnaw on your, tries to attack you, and rolls an 11.
It does not pierce me.
Okay, so you see he basically bites you in an area that you've got sort of thicker clothing. It doesn't seem to go through to your skin. Tim, the rat on you.
See.
17. Misses.
That's a miss, sir.
Okay, Zora. Rat. One rat's obviously dead, so it can't attack you, but the other rat.
1, right?
Yeah, does a 14 hit you, Zora?
It does.
Cool. And take 2, so take 1 point of damage because you're now raged.
Okay. Got 17 hit points left.
Yeah. Don't tell me that. I've got something to aim for now. Okay,
I mean,
Zora, it's your turn.
Hey, buddy, I'm feeling good, but if you could take a couple of these hits for me, that'd be nice. Be nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Zora, your turn. You've got a reasonably dead rat. You got a reasonably dead rat in front of you, and a not so dead rat in front of you.
So I'm gonna obviously swing for the one that's I already took a shot on. He's already injured.
Yep.
Probably.
Very pretty.
Oh fuck. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
I like
Oh.
whiffed it on this dying rat.
Okay, let me just see. I'm just going to roll a dice to see if Tim has fun. Okay, right. So you swing with all your might against this rat, expecting the similar result as last time. You swing like kind of like a sort of baseball bat type thing. As you do, you lose your footing slightly, and the axe flies going towards Tim. However, as you slip, the axe bites into the ground just centimeters away from Tim's foot.
My bad.
So you did not hit him.
Tim.
This is going well.
All right.
Tim,
So what?
unless you do anything else, Zora.
Did I take
Nope,
damage?
that's it.
No, it missed you, Tim. It hit the floor just by your foot,
Okay. 1 second.
or by an inch. If you want inches, by an inch.
Eagle's feather for those of us in America.
All right. Let's take a swing. 24 to hit.
The rat suddenly turns into a ninja. No, you definitely hit it. Sorry.
8. Wait, is it +3? Yeah, 8. Oh,
Okay, with that 8, you kill the rat in front of you.
okay. Ooh,
Unfortunately,
these are chunky rats.
no, because you don't cleave. You can only cleave if they're on full hit points.
Got it. If they
The
have
rules of if the
Got it.
rules of cleave is you've killed somebody that's on 100% hit points and then you do damage and it goes to the next one. Otherwise, it gets a bit weird with all the various stuff to it. So there's currently one rat in front of you, Zora, that's still around, and the last rat in front of Moriana tries to have a nibble and fails miserably. So now we're back outside again to the duo that is Bork and Pleep. Bork, you are up. You currently you've just flown through some trees. A few branches and a few leaves have been dislodged, and you hear the orcs. Well, you knew the orcs has basically said that they are go that way. You don't know which way is pointing, but you're expecting them to at least have some clue where you've gone. What are you going to do?
I'm guessing from our position we can't see them.
You can give me. I'll be nice for this one because you're a little bit the way it is. I can give you if you give me a perception check, and we'll class as your action for this one.
Perception. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, I think you're not used to being in the air. You're not used to the aerial acrobatics that Pleep is doing to get people off your tail. You're not sure which way's up, which way's down. You're a little bit, and you look around and you can't see any of the orcs.
That is totally fine. I'll just tell Pleep, like, get us away from these guys. Keep drawing them away from the cave.
Yep, that's kind of the intent. We're trying to lose them, but if we can draw them away, that's even better. So, or they're still good. We just want to lead them back to them.
Cool.
This time, between Bork and Pleep's turn, you only see one javelin, and if you hear it about 30 feet to your left, as if it's slightly away from where you are.
So they think we're in a spot that we're not, possibly.
So you guys have carried off into the woods?
A little bit.
Yep.
We're drawing the orcs away.
You got it.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Okay, and at the end of this, so what we're going to just say, obviously, you hear some more shouting. So what are you going to do, Pleep? You're going, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and just bank, like, get some more height and bank around to where the rear entrance was. Go towards that way.
So you're banking around and going towards the secondary entrance.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Again, you're hearing some guttural moves, but you're getting a bit further away from the guy in charge now, and all you're hearing is him chastising the orcs for not hitting you. And they are sounding like they're about 70, 80 feet away now, Bork.
Okay.
So you definitely you think you have managed to get away from them on that.
Sweet. I think we might be good. Well, did you use your dash action to get?
Did you just do your normal movement, or did you do any? I think us with your action, Pleep.
Normal movement, 50 feet.
Okay, cool. Is there anything you want to do with your action?
We're going to see what happens.
We want to tell them that we're going back to the cave to help our friends out.
Okay, cool. Okay, nice.
The rear entrance.
And start of the round of the internal fight. Moriana, it's your go. There are currently 2 rats in front of you.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
Yep.
And then attempt to hit the closest one, which is good. That is a 17.
Nice.
And we've got 9 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you
Did you hear that, everybody?
you
There's
you
a lot
smack-
of tension in this because this is completely fucked. I'm quiet only because this goes against everything that I'm just like, oh god, oh god.
Okay, your shillelagh, your quarterstaff turns into this more gnarly tree branch, and as you come down, you smash this poor little rat into smithereens, and he turns into a little jam pool on the floor.
3 rats dead. 3.
I'm gonna move back towards Zora and Sir Timothy.
Okay, if you do that, you're going to get attack of opportunity by the other rat, because there's 2 rats by you. It's your choice.
All right, no, I'll hold.
Okay, that one's dead. That one's dead. The final rat on Zora seems to trip over its own bite and land on the floor. That one. Zora, you're up. There's a rat in front of you that's just decided to eat some mud.
I got mine. I got me.
A gentle lady's like head nod of yeah, bro, I get it, and then I take my swing at it. 14 plus 5, 19.
It's dead, and there's no need to roll damage. It's only on 1 hit point, so you basically squish it as dead as it can possibly get.
I'm really glad those rats did some work on us because it took me some time painting them last night. So they did their job. Good job, rats.
Okay, Tim.
Good.
There's no rats left in front of you, and there's only a rat left in front of Moriana.
Do I see the goblin or no? The shrieking goblin guy that I heard to my left? Do I see that guy?
No, not with your eyesight, no.
Oh, okay. I'm moving halfway, looking left to see if I see anything.
It's dark.
Oh. Oh god, he's got us by the bottle sack right now. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna kill this rat. I'm gonna get you. He's got us.
It's a goblin.
I can't see. I'm blind as hell. I can only see in there. So I'm going towards you where I can see light. Zora! Oh yeah.
Okay,
You still
roll to attack.
All right. Can I get a rat? Gonna need this. Yep, 24.
You hit.
7 slashing.
Yep, you chop it in half and he dies, deaded.
Can I see now?
You can see
No.
where you are there, Tim. You can see into the main area, and it's a bit dim light into this because there's a big fire in the big area. But where you are, it's got a few shadows coming back, and there's no natural light that you can see from the area that the rats came from.
Zora, you can move too, I think, as well.
And at this point, we're going to have a break because it's 9:10, and you guys can recover and have a little chat about what's happened. So, back in 10 minutes, guys. Should we say 9 minutes? So 9:20. Yeah.
Yeah, 20? 20 minutes? Oh, so
No.
how long? Yeah, 10 minutes.
So
Okay,
10
yeah,
minutes.
perfect. Don't forget to come back, everybody. We're gonna.
You got to see what happens.
We're gonna turn it around.
we're back, everybody.
And welcome to round 4 of This Is How You Split the Party. So,
Hey, it's worked so far.
On how to reunite the party.
and outside, Bork, you are up next. You are currently flying, and you know you're flying towards the second entrance with your friend Pleep.
I'm just going to do a perception check.
gonna do?
I'm just going to do a perception check to see if I can see the waterfall and direct him towards the waterfall, if I can.
Okay, cool.
That is 10.
Yeah, you're still getting used to this height and altitude and being above the cloud. It's a little bit disorienting where you know that you're heading in the right direction because you can see the mounting type upcrop in front of you. So
I'll just
but
give
you
some
do
words of
realise
encouragement. You're doing a good job.
you do realize that you probably need to be going a little bit faster though to catch them up at any time.
Gotcha. Then I will tell Pleep, I'm like, speed this bitch up, yo. Use your dash action.
All right, go as fast as I can.
Okay, so you as that now you double basically your movement and you are soaring as fast as you can. Yep, you're en route to the new area. We'll do some movie magic in a minute, because otherwise you'll take too long to get there. Because if you remember correctly, it took them a little bit of time to walk there, and flying you might be a few rounds, and it might just be a little bit boring for the outside party. And the inside party may die horribly soon. Okay, right. So at the end of your turn, the rats are all dead. Moriana, you are currently. It is currently your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn around to my friends and say, do you guys want to move forward, or you guys want to go back to the front of the cave?
Sorry, you want to kill an ogre with me?
I mean, we still have to rescue some people, right? Like, Moriana, you said the people were all, I don't know, somewhere around the corner. You vaguely pointed something.
Yes, there's 2 over here, and then about 10 across the way over there past the ogres.
So we got to get past the ogres to get I won't say preponderance because I'm pretty sure she couldn't remember the word preponderance, but a lot of the people. I don't know, man. That sounds like ogres sound like kind of some tough work. Maybe we need more people before we try that.
I can heal, she can entangle.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I know. I'm just talking here. My drive is towards getting them, or we could move towards our friends and pincer.
There's more enemies that direction.
Towards them, towards Pleep.
Yeah.
There's no...
Okay, Moriana, it's your turn. You've got 6 seconds. So what do you want to do?
Okay, Moriana is actually gonna start her way down to where those cages were.
Okay, cool. So you're going around the corner, and sort of so if you want to move your movement speed, so you can get about there. Perfect. Yeah, about there. So
That's my turn.
nice. Okay, at this point, who's there in that room? Just so I can see. Okay, those rats, by the way, all those rats, can you just remove them off the thing? So I know they're dead, but can we move the rats from those?
You want me to get rid of them?
Yeah, because they'll just get in the way, and they're dead now. They evaporated and turned into little pixels and flew away, and XP flew into you.
Like a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, chef.
Despawned.
Yeah, they despawned.
I had the exact amount of rats that you asked for. Just saying, I have rats that can just lay everywhere.
Just be sure to shift and
That's
right
fine,
click.
alright.
Just be sure to shift and right click so you get all the loot.
Oh yeah. Have you like? Can I get a cool rat tooth or something? A little tailbone.
If you want to spend the time doing it, yeah, you can definitely do some stuff like that.
Just shift right click.
At this point, though, Zora, in front of you comes two goblins out of the shadows.
Zora?
One slightly bigger than the other.
Who? Who?
Me.
They come into the room, and you see there's two of them. One, and you see where they are there, and they basically go towards Zora, and you see the bigger one sort of gesticulating and pointing at you and screaming some horrible commands that you just don't know what they're saying. But normal, yeah. Obviously, they just want a hug or something like that. That's the way it's going. I think it's nothing.
All
It's fine.
goblins
I don't
want
see what the problem
hugs.
is. Yeah, exactly. They just want a hug.
A hug, Zora.
So, first of all, the little goblin gets pushed forward by his guy in charge and gets told to attack. And he nearly trips over his scimitar, but it hits the wall next to you, and it doesn't do any damage. The goblin, the guy that looks a little bit more ferocious, comes in, and you see him he picks up his scimitar and he's moving it like left and right as if he knows what he's doing. And one attack is 17 and the other one is 12.
Hit one.
So he goes like ka-ching, ka-ching, and he's as if he's actually trying to do something in a slightly fancy way, but he only does 5 points of damage to you, which is 2 because you're raged.
Cool. Okay.
It is now your turn, Zora.
All right. I am gonna swing for all I'm worth on this closest one.
Super violence too.
Which one are you going to attack? You're going to attack the goblin or the bigger one?
I'm gonna go ahead and go for the big one.
Okay, cool.
The bigger go home, right? 15 plus 5. Dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
Oh my, 12 and 4, 3, 5, 9 points of damage.
Okay. As you swing for this goblin, you see him duck down, grab hold of the other goblin, and drag him in the way of your mighty blow, and you sever the arm of the small goblin as he falls to the floor dead.
Wow. Did you see that? These guys are jerks. You should hit one.
Is it the big guy?
The big guy just
Yeah, the big guy basically just sacrificed one of his little guys to not get hit.
a jerk.
Right?
Tim, it's your. Unless you do anything else, Zora?
Nope.
Tim, it is your go.
Good luck, Moriana. Free him. Give you a thumbs up. You're going for the dudes?
Yeah, I'm
Where are you going? You're going. All right.
going back this way.
I'm gonna take my hand axe out, last Mohican style. I'm gonna chuck it at the goblin in front of Zora, and I'm running straight across where Moriana said the other guys were.
Pardon? Sorry. What was that? I got confused.
10 with the hand axe. Chucked my hand axe
miss.
at the goblin.
You miss the goblin. And then where are you running?
No, I'm sorry. A 20 to hit for the.
Okay, that one hits, but 10 definitely missed, you see.
Yeah, sorry. 7 damage.
Okay, cool, yep.
Way stuff from
Yeah,
this.
sorry.
This is 15.
Okay, so where are you going, Tim?
Is the goblin still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Zora, get my hand axe back. And I am going to.
Which way are you going, Tim? Come on.
Where are you going? Can you come help me?
I think you're good.
Are we doing a three-way split on this third party now?
Zora's coming with me. I trust her. I'm gonna go to the center of the room. I'm gonna move my normal movement.
Okay.
Kind of peer down the cave and see what's going on.
Yep, you do see there is some light coming from the other side, and there is some shadows moving.
Okay.
Okay, so that's this turn. That's that turn done. So Bork and Pleep.
Can Zora move?
Stick with you,
She's
Tim.
got Zora's got the goblin that she's fighting at the moment.
Oh, that's right. With an axe in its head. All right.
And Zora goes before you, Tim, and she didn't move because she has some goblins to attack. Okay, right. So Bork, what are you gonna do?
I'll do another perception check for the cave or for the waterfall.
Yep, cool. Got it.
Ooh, that's a much better one. That was a dirty 20.
Nice. You hear, as you're going, you basically come down south a little bit, you pulled the orcs away, you've then come back round and circled back round. You can hear the orcs a lot further south, making lots of noise going through the trees. However, you also hear to your right-hand side, which will be probably a couple of hundred, a bit of that way, which is by the entrance way to the cave, you are hearing quite a lot of commotion and goblins skittering, and at least one big boomy voice from that sort of area.
And I'll directly.
You guys stop.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tim, stop listening. You can't hear anything. Shh.
I'll tell Pleep, I'm like, head in that direction. I don't know how far it is, but head in that direction.
So you're heading towards the sounds.
Towards the sounds, yeah.
Okay. That's away from where you currently is. You're going towards the back entrance. That's towards the front entrance that you just left.
No. Keep going towards the waterfall.
Yeah, so what you take from that is there are more creatures that have come out of the tunnel
Gotcha.
than just the orcs.
Gotcha. Yeah, like keep going towards that back cave. Just keep going.
Okay, Pleep, are you just going flat out again?
Yeah, dashing.
Yeah, cool. At the end of this turn now, you start to see the pool coming into view, and you can see it there. Your next one, you'll be able to swoop down and actually getting through the water if you want to. And anyone that's listening, we have just waved our hands on some movie magic there just to make sure it's a bit more interesting for people. Okay,
Hooray for movie
inside
magic.
the cave. Yeah. And Moriana, it's your go. What are you up to?
Moriana is still moving. Is gonna run towards the cave. What are they called? The cages.
Cages. Okay. So as you you go past this room, you get into the room which are full with bones. As you get to there, you see that there is one goblin. Go back. It's a goblin just where you stood there, guarding this entrance. Just a single goblin.
I cast Shillelagh again and try to hit him.
You don't need to cast Shillelagh again. I think it lasts for like a couple of minutes.
Okay. What's cantrip? So 16 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 10 points of damage.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yeah. So I take my.
Back to golfing.
You know, it's like the Rafiki. You know the monkey from Lion King.
I know where.
He like spins her stick around and like just whacks him in the head and knocks him out.
Okay. And his head sort of just goes hits the floor dead.
And then
Nice.
I continue to go my full movement towards the cages.
Okay, yeah, you are about sort of 10 foot away or so from the cages on your movement speed for that. Nice one. Next one is the Goblin King tries to beat Zora. And 18 and a 11.
One doesn't.
So one hits again.
18 and 11. How many goblins are in front of Zora?
One.
Okay. Oh,
He just has 2 attacks.
oof.
6 points of damage, so 3.
Oh, this is the big goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that one died. Okay, now it's okay. All right. There's so
Yeah,
much
I'm
going
sorry,
on.
looks like I got some black guys, man. Maybe healy action if you wanted to help.
So Timothy's
Yeah.
actual perception is way low right now.
Yeah. So confused.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
it. I got it now. Well, now I have to. Yeah. Damn it.
Okay.
I was like, why did 7 not kill that goblin? I've been a DM for a long time. So-
That's because it wasn't a normal goblin. Everybody else knew that wasn't the normal goblin, yeah?
Described
making
as
sure.
much larger, bigger axe.
Picked up the other goblin and used it as a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Just
quite
checking.
a hobgoblin, but not a regular goblin.
And Zora, it's your turn.
I'm a cool goblin.
It's your turn. You've got the not so cool goblin in front of you. Maybe he's a dice goblin. That's the problem.
You got him, Zora.
Be good to me. You were not good to me. 1.
Oh.
Again, you're going in the naughty dice bag. Okay.
Okay. Again, this time you try to hit this goblin. As you come in, you hit. You must have got your hands must be a bit sweaty, and your axe has just sort of fallen and landed on the floor.
Liquid
It's a free,
blood.
yeah, it's a free action to pick it up, so it's not a problem. But it's on the floor currently. Tim, you hear Zora drop her axe on the floor.
Yeah, coming back. 23 to hit.
Hits. Was that also the hint? Was that with advantage you rolled?
No, what?
Because you're flanking.
Why?
You're flanking it.
Oh, okay. Or a 24.
Okay, just saying. But remember, you're flanking.
Yes, sir. 11.
Okay.
11 slashing.
Okay. Yeah, it's with that attack. You see blood oozing out of its very arm, and he's like lost the use of one of his arms, but he's still just about hanging on.
Holy guacamole, you hear me say.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bork and Pleep. We'll do this as a joint term because it's just easier with you. There's no other guys around, so you basically plunge dive into the pool to get in as fast as you can. Could I just have an athletics check from both of you, please, just to see how far you can just get under the water and get across?
Did you join the party?
They're trying.
Hey.
Dirty 20.
So, and Pleep.
17.
Nice. You get through. You manage to get through, and you start to your head starts to come above the water. As you start to come out in front of you, you see Zora battling. Actually, you see Zora's axe on the floor. Zora looking a little bit bewildered, and a goblin, the biggest that you guys have ever seen, in front of her, but looking like it's on its last legs.
Does it look like a boglin?
No.
Okay.
Was that Pete? Would that
Yeah,
is
that's
that
all.
no bonus
Yeah,
action?
that's all your actions and moves to get through. No.
No, perfect.
You're through. You've basically just got through. You just pulled yourself up.
Good. That's all I needed to know. Cool.
And now I can actually collate all this stuff and see if I can actually get you on a single sheet. 2 seconds whilst I do some admin to get you all on a similar initiative sheet so it's not confusing for me. And what we'll do is we'll start at the top of the round now with all of you. It just means it's just an easier way of doing this next bit. Also, before I do this,
Yay!
Zora and Pleep, what's your dex bonus, please?
Cool, man.
+1.
1.
Okay, can you have a roll off, please? Whoever gets the highest, let me know.
17.
Oh, and that one.
Okay, so Zara is going before Pleep then.
The ghost moved from one side of the to the other.
Okay, so start of the new round of combined initiative, because you're actually all roughly together, is Moriana first. You are currently in front of the two. You're about 20 foot away from the cages, so you can get to the cages this turn.
I get to the cages and try to see if I can figure out how to open them.
They looking at it, it looks like that it's just a bit of rope that's wrapped around. Nothing too hard. You could either just, if you've got a dagger, you can cut it open quite easily, or you could spend a bit of time unraveling it. It's your choice. The knife, if you've got a dagger, it'll be a lot faster.
I don't think I have it. I'm pretty sure I don't have one.
Okay, if you don't, just spend the rest of the rest of the round just ripping and it's quite cheap rope, and you manage to undo it and get it out, and you get one of the cage doors open.
Okay. At that point, I try to open it, and I'm gonna try to give him some water from my whatever skin.
Litchy.
Yeah, there's 2 liches in the level 2 dungeon. Yes, that is true.
That would just be mean. The cages where they're phylactery. You start to pour a bit of water in, and you see them try to drink, but they are very weak, as we described earlier. But the one you've managed to give some water to.
Good job.
Bork, it is now your turn. You are up in front. You've got Zora in front of you with her axe on the floor and the goblin that's poised to attack her.
Bork's back. Can I non-action? Kill Zora.
I'm gonna look over. If I see him getting ready to hit Zora, I'm like, "Don't hit her. She's gonna hurt you really bad with a vicious mockery."
Nice.
He needs to make a Wisdom 12.
He fails.
And he takes 4 psychic.
As he does that, his head goes and he drops to the floor dead.
I go, "Oh boy, that was unexpected." I go, "Well, we did some things, guys."
We did some things.
Things were done.
Okay. So, is there anything else you're doing this turn, Bork? You're currently by the water. You haven't moved. You just got out of the water.
Yeah,
so, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move into the room a bit more?
I'm going to stay where I am, and yeah, just gonna stay where I'm at.
You don't
I don't
you
even
don't
know
have
what's
dark
going
vision,
on.
do you?
No, I don't.
You don't have dark. So just to make sure, the only people in this party that have dark vision is the shifter, and that's it. Cool.
Correct.
Just so I know.
Really? The bird doesn't have dark vision?
Okay, Gary did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Noynek
bird
does.
doesn't have dark vision.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm out of the water,
Just,
standing in the group, can't see anything.
Where you are, it's quite dark. It's really, really dingy here, and you can see about sort of 50, 60 feet in front of you, quite a large campfire which is getting light nearly to the entranceway of the big door. And to the left-hand side, where you're facing, your left-hand side is just a big dark
expanse.
Corridor.
Gotcha. Well, if I can in those 6 seconds, I will tell them really quick. We got the orcs outside and something else, and a bunch of other things too. I don't exactly know what, but we drew a bunch of stuff outside.
Got it. We're running out of time. It's ogreing time, guys. Now that we have mass, I think we should. Yep. It's ogreing time. Is this goblin still alive?
No, he's dead. Bork exploded his head.
Good. Ooh, nice.
Good riddance.
With kind words.
And Zora, it is now your turn.
Okay. Let's swing for some orcs, man.
Okay, there's no orcs here. There's no one there for you to attack.
So, which
The
way do
orcs
we...
are outside.
Okay, so I know...
Straight across. If you're about to grade, I'm like straight across. But I would only. Yeah, it's up to you.
No, I'm trying to look for
switching
Moriana.
map.
Is she still up by the cage?
Yep, Moriana's in the cages. I'll change this map.
Yeah. Moriana's by the cages. We know from Moriana that if I were to go down towards this light right and then go around the corner, kind of, I guess, hook a right based on my top-down perspective, that's where there was like a whole bunch of people clinging to the lip, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say let Moriana get the two people off to the left, and I'm gonna book it across to go looking for those people that were clinging to the ledge and go save them.
Okay, from where you are there, obviously, with your movement speed, you'll get near the campfire, and then you can go. If you want to do a double move, you can get to the entrance way. Bear in mind that the further you get away from this light in front of you, it is dark.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the single move, end up by the campfire, and just sort of hope everybody's gonna follow me.
Okay, what you're doing, you're actually gonna just for obviously just for future reference, because it's quite nice to do this. You've obviously used your movement speed to do there. Are you gonna ready your action to do anything just in case?
Get my hands off and get a better grip on my axe since I
cool.
seem to clean it off. And other than that, it's not like I've spelled prep.
That's fine.
So
Okay.
question though, because I have now moved and I've not attacked an enemy in combat, does that mean that my rage has dropped?
Yes.
Okay. I have one more block of rage, so we'll just kind of wait on that.
Can she punch me?
Okay.
Too nice to punch.
You have one more rage left. Okay, we're fine.
I have one, yeah.
Okay. And it is Pleep's turn. You haul yourself out of this water. You shake your feathers and it sort of gets water everywhere. And you're currently by the pool. Zora's just marched off by the big campfire. What do you want to do?
I'm going to my surroundings, like just see her just run off. I'm like, where the hell she's going? So
Also, from your perspective, being a creature of air and creature of flight, this is quite claustrophobic. It's not bad for you, but it's only sort of a 10-foot ceiling to a 15-foot ceiling in places. So you're used to being a little bit more free.
I only have 25 feet that I can walk too, so move slower. I'll follow Zora then.
Okay, cool. You can get nearly up to her speed.
Cool.
Tight.
Does someone want to move Pleep nearer to Zora, please? And Tim, it's your turn. Having left the room, joined the room, you now get to leave the room again.
Going to Zora, and I'm gonna give her 4 lay on hands.
You get 4 hit points back.
Cool. One of my black eyes goes away.
Okay, start of the rounds. Moriana, it's your turn.
Okay, I move towards the other cage and I try to get that one undone.
Yep. You manage to get in there, similar to the last time. You undo the rope, you open the door, you get some water, and you sort of pour it down this poor woman's mouth. You see the other one to the left-hand side now is starting to sort of come to a little bit, and eyes are starting to open up, and she sort of grabs some more water and she's drinking. So it seems to take a little bit, like a round or two to recover, but they're definitely coming to. And the one in front of you, you give some water and yeah. So they're looking like they're not dead. They're looking like they're savable.
Okay. I'm gonna leave my water with them and then I'll dash.
Are you going to tell them anything, or are you just dashing away from them?
Huh?
Can you tell them anything?
Oh, well, before I leave them, I'm gonna say, if you can stand and fight with us, come do so, and...
We're part of the rebellion. We're here to protect you.
Yes.
Yeah. Ugh, that came out of my mouth.
Okay, could I,
Vampire.
on that note, could I have, actually, no, I'll just base it on your passive perception. Your passive perception is reasonably good. These are both humans.
Oh. Yeah, you look like a wolf or something.
No.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's, you know that they cannot see in the dark.
I forget about that.
We got time.
What time?
Bring him up. Yeah, bring him up slowly.
Okay, I'll wait for the rest of the round, for the rest of this round, and I'll say,
Yeah, okay.
And I need you to come with me.
Yeah, next round they'll be able to. Both of them will be able to come with you. No problem at all. Bork, your turn.
Did this plan work? That's what I'm saying right now. Like, what? What?
Yeah, so I'm just standing in that room by myself right now, correct?
Hang on. You should be there with. Yes,
because they all left. So I see Sir Timothy and everybody run out, and you just see my little legs go. I just clop, 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 clop out to Sir Timothy.
How far can you move?
30.
Ooh. Actually, I'm probably farther back here. I think we're back probably like here-ish. Yeah.
So there you go. So you catch up to the group.
Okay.
It's nice. So there we go. So you catch up to the group. Anything else you're doing, Bork?
And I'll point. Do I see the entrance to the entranceway to the cave?
Well, see, the main entrance. Yes, you do. You see light at the end of it as well.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like so. We had the orcs and the big orc came outside, and some other things came outside as we were leaving too. So we need to be quick.
Yep, looks like we know that there's two ogres in front of us, so we got to go hard in the paint here when it happens. So bring those rays of frost.
What are you talking about? What is a ray of frost?
You're with me?
I thought it was.
You're with us. We're all together.
What is a ray of frost?
Bring your things that hurt.
Oh, my nice insults. Okay, you got it, sir.
Yes. Bring your nice insults.
Okay. Anything else, Bork?
That's it.
Hey, Zora.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm like, if I go straight down, not south, but like down from the light.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yep.
Yeah, and then, I go right. Yeah.
So you're walking as far as you can away from the light towards the darkness that you can see.
Yeah. And like, hold on. I don't have an iron pot anymore because somebody used that to do poop. But hey, I have a torch. How do I like just light this thing? Right?
There's a fire next to you. You can just put it in.
I don't have to do anything else. Sorry, I've never lit a torch in D&D before, but I'm gonna whip that bad boy out of my bag. I got the torch in one hand. I'll light it, and I got my my axe in my strong hand, and I am moving forward carrying a now lit torch.
Yep, you know from doing this previously, because you've had to sort of look out yourself before, is generally what you need to do in combat on this when you've got obviously you've got your torch at the moment, is you need to drop it in combat so you can fight with two weapons. Because you need two hands on your axe to fight. But if you drop the torch on the floor, it stays alight for at least 5 or 6 rounds. You've never had a problem with it going out before, and generally, you being you, things have either died by then or things have always died by then. So.
Okay. Well, that sounds great.
Okay, so you've done that. You've walked across there. That's great. As you get across there, could I? Where's the picture? I've lost my picture. Could you zoom down a little bit? And there's only one ogre in there, and it's the female ogre at the moment. Ogre.
Calling her. The lady ogre.
That would
Okay.
be Logal.
So you see this hulking creature in front of you that's a good... Hang on, let's see, make sure I get it right. Yeah, about 10, 11 foot high. Ugly as sin. Really, like, basically it's like a... Describe it as an orc that's tripled in size type thing. Very, very massively muscled arms.
Oh, so we look alike.
They're bigger than you, sorry. They are a large creature, you're medium.
Oh, fine.
As you see the orc, and then you bring the torch in, and you see the ogre turn to you, eyes light up. And it looks like it's poised to attack you, but it's not its turn yet. So, Pleep, your turn. You see, now that you've got the torch over there, you do see the torch around Zora, and you see this hulking brute about 20 feet in front of her.
I gave her a circle. Can you see yourself better now, Zora? You have a circle around you that's raging.
Yeah, okay. Makes more sense now.
But she's
Sorry,
not
you're
raging.
sick, buddy.
But she's not.
I know, it's like
She's
brown
not-
on brown on green.
Remember, she's not raging yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so Pleep, what's your plan?
With my little talons next and behind Zora. And can I reach her from there? 25 feet? Movement?
25 feet, you'll be about 10 feet back from Mora, because you have a little bit further back. Because she moves. How fast do you move now, Zora?
I am 30. Walking speed of 30.
It's the next couple of levels you start to go a bit faster. So yeah, you're about 5 feet behind her type thing. So.
And then I ray of frost.
Pretty tasty.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll one.
Grayson, a 17. Hit.
Nice.
I've thrown my die that threw 3 1s today
Thanks,
away
boy.
already.
Okay.
Oh, you got it? Nice.
Yeah, thanks
So
to you.
So what did you? What damage did you do for the to the ogre?
It's gonna be 6.
Nice.
damage. And slowed by 10 feet. They're slowed by 10 feet.
Nice.
If I'm you and hear me.
Okay. Next person to have a go is Tim.
I'm moving. I'm coming up next to her. I had my hand axe, and I'm gonna chuck it at this thing. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
cool.
up side by side with Zora, and if I can't reach him, I'm gonna chuck the hand axe.
Well, the two choices you've got is you can either double move right in front of it, or you can throw your axe at it. It's your choice.
How bad does she look injured right now?
Me? Or the
Yeah.
the fork? Fogre.
You.
I look like about 16 out of 23. If I was getting real specific.
Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're both. If she takes
It's
one
your
side,
choice.
go the other.
Okay, that's cool. So can I have a your attack roll with your axe, please?
Yeah, it's a miss unless a 10 hits.
It just misses, like
Oh, okay.
just misses, and you basically die. It goes head over and it buries itself just between its legs, and you see the ogre go, "Huh?"
What's up, Foxy Lady? Let's do this.
And at that point, the ogre's turn gets up, and you see basically starts to sort of lumber towards both of you.
Cringing.
And let me see who's it going to attack. Okay. And it's going to.
Definitely wants to hit the guy that just threw the axe.
Yeah, 23 on the guy that just flew the axe.
Oh, dang! What? That's a hit. What is this?
Okay. 9 points of damage. As you feel this great club completely smash you on the shoulder.
I regret my choices.
Okay. Top of the round, Moriana.
All right. I looked to the two humanoids that I rescued and I asked them what their names are.
Okay. One of them is called Nesper, and her that's her family name, and her the person is called Yondra, and she looks relatively sort of like she's a teenage girl. And the other one is an older gentleman called Bryn.
Last name Shander.
Austria.
Okay.
And they get they.
How long they've been? Roughly, how long have you guys been down here? Do you know?
About 3 days, 2 to 3 days. We're to be honest, we've not had any we didn't think we were going to make it, but you've saved us. What's happened to all the creatures?
We're still trying to rid this cave of our enemies. I'm gonna get you guys to safety. Follow me, and I lead them out to like the little water.
Okay, it's going to take you about 2 or 3 rounds to get out that far. Actually, you can move. You can double move, so 2 rounds to get that far.
Okay. So we'll move out.
Okay, so as you move out, this round you can get. If you look on the picture, you can get back to the main cavern this time. And once you get there, you do see light now coming from the entrance to the ogre. You see an ogre standing over your 2 colleagues, and it's basically in melee combat with its great club, smashing as much as it can across the guys. So you see that there's combat going on. Okay. Bork, your turn. You obviously seen the ogre land a mighty blow on your paladin friend.
I'm going to run up to next to Pleep, and I'm gonna pluck a quick feather out of his butt, and I'm gonna wave it in the air and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the ogre and tell it a really funny joke. It needs to make a Wisdom 12. Please roll bad.
The ogre starts chuckling. And it starts rolling around uncontrollably laughing.
And I'm gonna yell out, it's like, hurry up! I can only hold this for a minute. And go get him.
Go get him.
Not that I know any of that stuff down. Well, no, we do. We do know that.
Yeah. You've all been told, so you knew that sort of stuff, so... Just to make, actually, 2 seconds, I gotta make sure it's not ogre. You're lucky. Sorry.
Oh, did it miss it by like, or miss it by like 1?
No, you're just lucky. I just had a little look at the spell, and it was nearly not affected.
Because of the wisdom?
No. Read the bit. A creature with intelligence score of X isn't affected.
Oh, of 4? Ho. Oof.
Because they're already too dumb.
That's to say, he was nearly too dumb to not affect him.
That's awesome.
By 1. By 1. Okay.
And then
So he's out.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do I have a bonus action?
Yep.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Zora. So she gets 4 HP back.
You're pretty good now.
Okay. So that's your turn, Bork.
Yeah.
Zora, it's your turn.
Okay.
You've currently, in front of you, there is this massive ogre that it just seems to be like sort of pounding on the floor in absolute hysterics and laughing constantly, unable to concentrate on anything other than laughing.
Alright, well, I'm going to drop my torch kind of gently on the floor, trying to not put it into some water so it keeps going through at least 5 rounds. Choke up on my axe and swing.
No!
You're muted.
No! I told you not to hit her! Don't hit her!
You're gonna wake her out of the laughter.
Well, what else are we gonna do? Are we just like run around the corner?
Go save the people!
and get people
Go save the people!
laughing?
Go save the people!
Actually, yeah, it's real quick.
I don't trust that it's gonna last that long.
And we'll handle it when it fails.
Oh, fine.
You roll into attack? You roll into attack?
No,
or
I'll just run around the corner and start pulling people.
Okay. No
I
fun.
like sort of shoot past her and try to go pull people off that ledge.
Okay, so you go around to the left-hand side. So you still got the torch in your hand, then I take it.
Yeah. Try not to
Okay, cool.
singe her as I go by.
Is it considered charmed or incapacitated?
It
when
is
it's
incapacitated.
Gatasha's?
It is incapacitated.
Got it.
Until it takes damage or fails or passes the wisdom throw.
Basically, at the end of each of its turns, it's able to do another wisdom saving throw. However, it also does another one every time it takes damage, so that it can do it every round. But if he does lots of damage to it, it gets more chance of breaking the spell.
Okay.
How many people? Like 6, 8, something like that? 10?
As you get into the room, you got your torch, and as you look down there, you see there's about 10 people all huddling, and they start sort of like looking up at you as you get there.
Pulling people up.
Okay, it's going to take you a few rounds because they're in different heights and different areas. Once you start looking that you're trying to get them out there, they're actively trying to shuffle round on the very small ledge to get up, and they all look absolutely petrified, as if they've been maybe up for the past sort of 24, 36 hours. Okay, Tim, you're going.
Heading in, helping.
Okay. Ogre's turn. Okay. Right, he's still laughing his ass off at the moment. Moriana, you now get into the room. You are into the large main area. You're taking a left as you go in to take your two friends to the pool, and then you get there. What are you going to do?
I tell them to dive into the water or just hang out here until we get back.
They say I don't think we'll be able to swim on our own. We'll wait here for you. We're not strong enough for that yet.
So I leave him there, and then I'll head towards Pleat that I can see.
Okay, you get about halfway across. You get about to with a double move. You can get so basically you get in. You should take him to the pool, and you get back to the campfire.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, Bork, your turn.
I'm going to. I can't help with moving people, but I'm going to maintain concentration on that thing and hold a vicious mockery. In case it passes it, and as soon as it gets up, I will cast vicious mockery on it.
Oh.
And I will tell Moriana. They're in getting all the other people.
Okay. I'll be there soon to help out.
Don't hit the ogre.
Okay.
Copy.
Okay. And Pleep, your turn.
I love you guys.
And, is there any other people on the ledge that I can get? Is it big enough for me to are there any small people that I can maybe pick up off the ledge?
No. When you get in there, you feel quite a torrent of air flying up this area. So you feel that if you were flying there may be some issues, and you may end up getting sucked up out of the the tunnel. It's basically like a natural chimney that's sort of coming up and through some of the caverns that seems to take air up, and it's going at quite a force. That's one of the reasons why you think these people were so scared, because the wind that was howling up was moving them in places when they were trying to hold on. Quite a nasty, tortured place, to be fair.
Then help. Yeah, as the people come out, then just kind of guide them towards where the exit is.
Okay, cool. Tim, you doing the same? You guiding people, you're helping people?
Helping, guiding, getting up, using my strength to get people out of there.
Okay, it's the ogre's turn. What's the save again?
12.
Yeah, he just about misses that one, like literally on the skin of his teeth. He looks like he was maybe just about to not laugh. You get a little bit paranoid because he stops and looks, but then starts laughing again.
I tell another joke.
Yeah. So what we'll do is, because obviously you're all going to be doing this for the next few rounds. So what I'll say is, if you guys are for the next round or two, you're making sure that all the people are up out of the hole. You get them all roughly sort of together, and you're ferrying them across. All I'll do is because of the way it's going on, it will take a long time to go through round by round by round, and it's not the most interesting thing for you guys to sit through. However, what I'll do is at the end of each of the rounds, I'll roll to see if the ogre wakes up in that round, and if he does, we can then do some stuff. Otherwise, it'll just be our constant, are you doing this again? And it just gets a little bit dull. So, next 2 rounds, the ogre is being effing useless and laughing his ass off doing stuff. You get 8 of the 10 captives. You're funneling them across, so they're currently going through past the campfire. As you are then ushering the last survivor past the ogre, you see the ogre snap out of it, pick up its club.
As I see that, I cast a vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Needs to make another wisdom 12.
Oh, nat 20. Where was that earlier?
Seriously, not 20?
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then nothing happens.
Where was that earlier? That could have been much more beneficial. Okay, so at this turn, you've managed to shuttle, shuttle all the survivors out, apart from one. You're bringing the last one through as the ogre wakes up. So start of the round, Moriana, it's your turn.
Moriana casts Entangle on the ogre.
Okay. With the way Entangle works, it does 20-foot like an area around. It will potentially also get the captive and stop people leaving that tunnel. Because it it affects everyone, not just the people you want. It's your choice.
Hit him? I'm not very strong. I can't.
That's the only thing I know to do.
We need to get rid of him. Okay, I don't want to block our exit, so I won't do that. Can I
It's not you.
angle his club?
Unfortunately not. It's area effect, so it happens. It's got to do like a 20-foot square.
Okay, I will hit him with my quarterstaff then.
Okay, so you're walking up to him and hitting him with your quarterstaff?
Mm-hmm. Which is
Okay.
a 18 to hit.
That hits.
And 5 hit points.
Nice. Yep. You clunk him and it hits him and he goes, ow. Bork, your turn.
From the other side of the room, I'm going to hurl an insult at it again and say, you hit like a goblin.
Okay, so one thing I need is Moriana next to the ogre, by the way.
Yep,
Cool.
she's there.
Wisdom,
there. Yeah, I got
wisdom 12.
Do you not have a lot of hit points?
Oh, I got you.
9.
So it
fails.
takes 4 psychic and gets disadvantage on its next turn.
Nice. Okay. And the next person to have a go is Zora.
And I'm behind Pleep, right?
Yeah. Where the ogre is, there is room for 2 other people to attack the ogre because it's a large creature. So.
I guess I'm gonna step in closer and. Okay. Hit the thing now, right? Hit the thing?
You're allowed to hit it now if you want to, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna come up, I guess, behind her and swing at her. 18 plus 5, 23.
That definitely hits.
Gosh, I hope so. Shoot. Okay. Well, 6 plus 3, 9 damage. I don't think I can rage on this one because that's too many things. I'll have to rage next time.
Okay. You could have raged because it's a bonus action.
Okay. Then
So
can I
just
say
like-
now I'm raged?
You can rage, but obviously you just didn't get your +2 to damage because you attacked first.
That's okay.
So
We still
just,
got it.
you can, yep,
No.
you can just remember to do it the other way around. You get your +2 damage. Nice. So that's that one. Zora's attacked. Pleep.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile on it.
Nice.
Full faithful.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shadow Clone Jutsu. Sorry.
9. Crappy rolls.
Only one to have to watch out.
9. Okay.
9 damage. That'll come out of my hand, just great missiles and.
Okay. As the missiles hit it, you see that it's starting to ooze and blood starting to sort of come out where the magic missiles hit him. Tim, your go.
I started blasting. 20 to hit
That hits.
with a smite. Let's get out of here. Radiance. That's 7, 8, 9 slashing, and
Yep.
11 radiant.
Nice. He's still alive.
Jeez, I'm glad I hit that smite. Ooh, she's a big.
Okay.
Oh boy, there's
So-
another ogre in here. We gotta get out of here.
There's 3 people next to you, so it's going to attack Moriana. Ooh, this could be fun.
Yeah, boy. I got you.
It's got a disadvantage on its attack thanks to Bork,
Yay!
and you are lucky because that's a nat 20, which is no longer valid, and 18.
That hits.
13 points of damage.
And I am unconscious.
Okay, Moriana collapses to the floor underneath a massive hit with the Great Club.
Oh no, never mind. I am almost unconscious. I am
I'm almost unconscious.
on my head, but I have my eyes open.
So how many hit points have you actually got?
2.
Oh, see, you're all right then. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. No,
As
don't
long
worry
as you
about it.
have 1 HP, you're doing all right.
Okay.
It's just another resource.
And it happens to be your go now, Mariana.
All right. Moriana is going to do I cast moons on myself? I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
It's not great.
Okay, you heal yourself, fine, and you're staying where you are.
Yeah.
Nice. Bork, your turn.
I will hurl another insult and say, "How dare you hit a woman like that?" Wisdom 12.
This time it passes.
Dang it. Yeah, well, fine.
And as you do that, the response is, well, I'm a woman as well.
Fair. You just hear, fair.
From the other side.
Zora.
So I am now enraged. And I'm gonna take
Yep.
another swing at it. 18 plus 5, 23. Nice.
That hits.
Alright. 11 plus 5, 16 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
What do you mean? I'm aiming for its, like, like...
Yeah, you've killed it. You've killed it. So
Yeah.
you
so
basically swing your great axe through, and you basically
I'm aiming for right here and just cleave all the way down to the breastbone.
okay.
Dome.
Okay, and you hear and you hear the ogre boom on the floor, and as it hits the floor.
Hurry up, guys, let's get out of here.
Way to go. Way to go, Zora.
Which is good after I rolled 2 1s already this game.
There's a lot of ones this game.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Let's get out
starting.
of here. Go.
Let's get all
Okay.
the people out of here.
So it's currently Pleep's turn. What are you doing, Pleep? We're staying in initiative order. That could set a few alarm bells going. But it's
the
fun.
nearest, the nearest prisoner, by their hand,
Yep.
and just pulling them on, we are leaving.
Okay, cool. So you do that. Tim, you're taking the last one across the main entranceway. Tim, your go.
We're going. Yep. Okay, so he's got the last one.
Yep.
I am going to give 3 hit points to Moriana I'm assuming we cross together.
Okay. Well, actually, she'll go in her turn, but yeah.
Go look at those. I'm almost out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's top of the round, Moriana. It's your turn. You're now crossing the main area. With your passive perception,
Oh boy.
you look left where the main entrance is, and you are seeing shapes just black shapes because it's light behind there, coming down the main tunnel towards you.
Yeah. Get out now. I will get everyone out from behind me, and I will entangle the doorway.
Yes, you're basically you're where you are now. If you move you back to where you're in the center now by the campfire, you basically going towards like you're going across the cavern. You look left. You see the black shapes coming down the main entranceway. So you guys are all out of the main area now. So are you casting Entangle on that entranceway, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna entangle on this entrance right here.
Cool, okay. So that's a Wisdom DC 12, is it, for people to go through it? Square by square?
It'd be a strength 13.
Cool, okay. From where you are here, because obviously, just to say, looking down there of your passive perception, you see quite a large mixture of small and large shapes coming down there. Because the sun's behind them, and they're just dark shapes coming towards you. And you cast Entangle, that fills in the hole. You see little bits of light coming through where your vines are, and you start to hear shouting from the other side. Okay, what are you doing? Anybody else? Next person. So that's Mariana's go. So next person to have a go is Bork. You've seen Mariana just cast Entangle on the entranceway, and it all forms up. What are you doing?
I'm going to. I don't exactly know where I would have been at this point. Probably in the entrance to this room. I'm gonna grab a hand and start moving them to the other side of the of the thing.
Okay. And
two. I'll grab two hands.
Boop, boop, boop. Nice. Cleep.
It's a good refugee situation. I'm really feeling this right now.
How big's the opening of the area that we want to go through to go into the water?
It's about a 10-foot opening. You can go through 2 by 2.
What?
Yeah, just want to go into the water.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you drag a one through the water. Absolutely fine. Tim.
Helping, aiding, getting people out.
Yeah, you do the same. You drag a person through. Now, end of the turn, you are hearing lots of noise and various things. Where's he? Sorry, Nico. You okay? No. Lots of things going wrong. You hear vines being torn and attacked as they're trying to get through.
Okay.
Moriana, start of your turn. There's about.
I'm still holding.
Yeah, there's about 4 or 5 people. Yeah, you can still concentration. You could be miles away, and the concentration still goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still help people.
And help people through.
Okay, so this round we'll just go through it because it's just easier. Over this next round, you manage to get everybody apart from these. You get the next 5 through. Yeah, so there's about this round you'll get half of them all through, and the following round you'll have to come back and grab the other ones. So you are now.
How many people are on? How many people are still in the room?
Yeah, you've got 5 people left. You've got 5 people left, and you've got five of you. So you've managed to drag them through to the other side. As you pull the last one through the water, you come up. You sort of you get them there. You have a couple of sort of minutes of. A couple of rounds of sort of finding out, sort of capturing your breath. You realise that this has only been going on for under 2 minutes.
Oof. Time goes by slowly.
Just saying. But
yeah. 2.5 hours later, you've been seeing this. Yeah. You've got a collection of you've got 12 refugees. they're all at this point. They're not worried about who they are or anything. They seem just to be huddling with each other, and they're cold, they're wet, they're hungry. What do you guys want to do?
Let's keep going.
Let's get them back to Nightstone.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
go back
keep going away from, not towards the entrance, but do a big square around this thing. We'll head opposite direction, but then head back to Nightstone.
Okay, could I have a survival check, please, from someone, just to see if they can figure out the most easiest way around?
Can I aid her?
Come on, Druid.
Yep.
E-Pass, you got advantage.
15.
You're rolling in. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, there we go. That's a 17.
Yep. Okay, you start to look through, you start to look at what's happening. You start to bear off round the right-hand side. You start to sort of find a way around. Okay, nice. As you are, you're a good couple of. You feel that you're making good time. You see one of the prisoners. You see an arrow hit it in the shoulder as it falls forward.
Feel it. I'll go grab him.
Okay. As you look behind with your past perceptions, you see there seems to be like a lone goblin trying to sort of get around, to sort of find you guys.
And I point out.
Who's got the best range? Pleep, you got some range?
I got 60 feet.
Dude.
60.
Call contact, goblin in the open.
One shot. That's about as much as I can
I hurl
do.
a sweet, sweet goblin insult at it.
60 feet away.
From 60 feet. If we're within 60 feet.
Yeah. So it fails its wisdom saving throw.
So it takes 3 psychic damage.
Okay. Yeah. It's still alive. Pleep, are you going to attack it?
Are we doing simulcasting right now? Because I'll drop Shields of Faith and put Bless on the gunship. I'll just if Pleep is flying us home.
11.
You hit. Goblins are crap at armor class, so roll some damage.
Cool.
He's not got a shield or anything. He's gone full bow on this, so he's.
6.
Yep. As you shoot it with your ray of frost, it basically freezes and falls to the floor, dead.
Oh no, I don't have a spell.
Goblin down.
Nice.
Bunch.
Ooh, that was everywhere.
Okay. Over the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, you're constantly looking over your shoulder, looking around, seeing what's happening. The prisoners are on their last legs. You're encouraging them to constantly move. All they want to do is sit down and rest. They've a lot's happened to them in the past few days, but seeing their friend get shot and is currently being carried, it's too much for them to stay behind. Time seems to blur together. After about what must be an hour or two, you break out of the woods onto a trail that you recognize will lead you to Nightstone. You see Nightstone a good hour or so. You see it down there. As you get to the road, you see the survivors start to breathe a sigh of relief, and they seem to want to slow down a bit. But they are flagging. So what do you guys do?
I'd say we take a short rest, and then I can help transport these people as a horse, and I can, I don't know, start wagging around or something.
I mean, do they look like they're not going to make it if we don't rest?
They're struggling, but it's up to you. It depends on how do you want to encourage them, or do you just want to rest? It's your choice.
I want to encourage them to keep moving. We have an hour. We can do anything for an hour. I'll stay in the back. I'll heal who I have to heal.
I'm gonna go do a quick.
Well, give him like a little bit of my rations. Can I do that? Just a little bit of food.
Yeah, as I'm walking, I'm trying to gather food and berries and stuff, and I will try to feed them as we're moving.
The guy with the arrow wound, I'll give him 1 HP.
Berries and nuts and stuff.
Maybe
Okay.
take
So you
2
managed-
hours. Maybe take 2 hours to get there, so we can forage along the way to, you know.
Yeah, you take a bit of longer time. You stop the grueling sort of forced march pace that there was. They understand why, but now they're struggling. It takes a good sort of hour and a half now, a little bit longer than you would thought it would have taken to get to Nightstone. However, you all get there in one piece. You see the faces of the captives as their home comes into view. A lot of them look in horror and shock as they see the damage that's been caused to their homes, and they see the amount of devastation really from their whole livelihood. As they start to cross over the bridge into Nightstone, you're seeing visibly now men, women, children all openly weeping as they get across onto their hometown, breaking down as if they honestly thought they would never see this again. As they start to rush through and then they collapse, you see people going into the individual homes and pulling out sort of pictures, trying to sort of find mementos of stuff where they come from. As they have a bit of food, they have a drink. You are one of the refugees introduces himself as Morak. Looking at them now, sees you've not really been paying that they've been majority of the humans. This one's a dwarf. He introduced himself as he was the owner of the Nightstone Inn. And however, when we went to the caves for refuge, orcs and the ogres were waiting for us. It was horrible. What's felt like every hour, every few hours, one of us was taken away. I still hear their screams now when I close my eyes. They were, I don't know what happened to them, but after 5 or so minutes of constant screaming, it ended and we never saw them again. I really appreciate. How did you know to come to save us?
Well, we were told that that the Dripping Caves would have been your last bastion, and that you guys were up there from the people here in the keep.
Oh well, at least some survived then. As they look around, and they see the orcs, and the orcs came back then. It seems.
Oh yeah, we took care of them.
Yeah, you are a mighty adventurers to protect Nightstone this way. Please let us have some rest, and we can discuss further in the morning. This has been a most eventful few days. Do you have any spare food rations? Because looking around, this place it's been destroyed, and they look. This guy looks like he was probably quite outspoken, quite a lively dwarf running the inn. Just seems to have. You see like his eyes, and you see just look at haunting, and sort of see what's gone on the past 3 or 4 days.
I hand him some olive oil. I have some of this.
Oh yeah. I'll mill around, tend to the wounded, say prayers, needed.
So over the next evening, all the survivors go back to their various areas, various homes. They rest. They recover. You spend the evening in Nightstone. Pull the drawbridge up. Set lights. Put some lanterns on to ensure that the Nightstone feels safe. Over the evening, nothing untoward happens. And as you wake up in the morning, you are now level 3. You all go ding.
Yeah.
If it's possible, throughout the night, can I go around to the houses that are kind of broken up and use mending to fix the
Yep.
things that are broken and just mend
Of
as
course
much
you
as
can.
I can?
Of course you can. And what we'll do is we will leave it there for tonight. It's a little bit early, but it's easier to end it there, and we can start the role playing next time with all our survivors that you've managed to save, all of them. So well done.
All right.
I
We saved all of
doubted
them.
you guys.
Yeah.
My bad.
And you thought our plan was bad.
I did not say it was good. But it
But
worked.
no. But congratulations, guys! You did manage to beat the caves, and the wonderful dripping caves are now just a figment of your imagination behind you.
That's right. We did some damage on the old ear trot. Ear trot.
Hope you don't have to go back in those
We
caves.
did some serious damage on the ear trot. Yeah, they've got to be.
They're hurting.
They got to be pushed. Yeah.
Yeah, they may now have a vendetta against your party. Yes.
Well, they may not like circuses anymore.
Just ear trot. I guess there was a whole
I thought
section.
we got their Goblin King. He,
The Groomish is still chilling out there, huh?
Oh yeah.
mate. The mate of the ogres.
From what you saw, Moriana, you know that there are around 4 orcs that you didn't, as a party, deal with.
Yeah.
One of the ogres is missing. That's potentially his mate's been killed.
Yeah.
And the goblins, there's a good 3 or 4 goblins that are also unaccounted for. And you didn't explore the whole of the caves.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Well, if this was Skyrim, you know I'm
Would've
going to
died.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
though? That might be okay. That might be okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, but no, congratulations, guys. You have pulled through. You have saved some people. They owe you their lives, and you can talk to them in the morning and see what they want to do.
Good job. Good work, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for sticking out.
Thanks everybody for following. We're up to 441. Remember that once we hit 445, we're going to be doing a giveaway for, what was the 445 giveaway, Tim? Do you remember?
450 and 475.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
450 and 475. So 9 more and we'll do a giveaway. And yeah, so thanks everybody for sticking it out. Tim, do you have anything before we blast off?
Nope. We'll see you next Sunday for where we. Oh, they're heading. They just finished the Dwarven excavation. I don't know where they're going. I think they're just gonna have some weird arguments at their campfire. You know, figuring out their first big mish. But yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you next Sunday, same time. That's it.
Yeah.
Miss you, love you. Oh, let's raid. Miss
Yeah,
you, love you,
we're going to
bye.
do a raid, so stick around real quick. Thanks, Thorgar and Jonas. And who else do we have today? Sasha Lelaine and Alec DeJohn, veterans who play, Distal's Place. Thanks, everybody, for sticking it out and hanging out. Pete, Jonas says thanks, or nice DMing, so kudos to you.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to go raid Distal's Place. So Distal, be on the
nice.
lookout. And we're going to start the raid now. And we will see you guys later.